Hi everyone, fshsuit here. Thank you so much for tuning into our first session of Lost Mines of Phandelver here that we streamed live on Twitch that we're uploading now to YouTube. Just a few things about our house rules for this session. We'll get right into the actual play. The first of the house rules is that we're using these two critical hit and critical fumble decks. Now, as you can see, both of these decks were originally meant for games of Pathfinder, but I find that they adapt pretty well to D&D 5e, and so if there's any text that doesn't really make sense in the world of Dungeons & Dragons, we're going to change it slightly so that it fits in. So what happens is that if a player crits on a natural 20, then they then have to confirm their critical. How they do that is they would roll against the creature that they're trying to hit again, and if that second dice roll after their critical, after their natural 20 is a hit, they're going to draw from this deck and add a little bit of flavor to their criticals, and the same for their natural ones, their fumbles. If a player crits with a natural 20 and they roll again to confirm and get another natural 20, then they can have an attempt to roll a third natural 20, and if they roll 3 20s in a row, then they kill whatever creature they are fighting. We haven't seen that happen just yet, but hopefully it will soon. And we're also adding another bit of house rule from Pathfinder, which is the concept of concealment, which is a keyword that doesn't exist in 5e. And basically we're using that if it's a smoky room, a misty day, the characters will have an additional percentage chance to miss. So how they'll do that is they'll roll on a d100 after they confirm a hit. And depending on the concealment, they may or may not hit the creature, so it's just a percentage chance to miss. And this may also be considered a house rule too, which is that if a character if their character's hit points are reduced to 0, they are not actively dying. We're saying that they are stable and just unconscious at a 0. So let me also say that in this video, the sound quality is not great. I have a dedication to put together the highest possible quality stream and video for you here on YouTube, and the sound quality fell far short of that. So as you can probably even tell if you're going to watch the video, I've replaced my microphone, so we're not going to have those crazy peaks and staticky interference anymore, and we'll do a more extensive sound check before the stream starts for the next session of Dungeons & Dragons. But for now, please enjoy our session 1 of the Lost Mine of Phandelver. And you can also check out this my live stream, which we will stream these sessions every other Tuesday, so you can check my schedule for that. Links down below and in the Discord. If you like this video, please consider dropping the sub here on YouTube and the follow over on Twitch. And without further ado, please enjoy episode 1 of the Lost Mine of Phandelver. Adventurers, in the city of Neverwinter, a dwarf named Gundren Rockseeker asked you to bring a wagon load of provisions to the rough and tumble settlement of Phandalin, a couple days' travel southeast of the city. Gundren was clearly excited and more than a little secretive about his reasons for the trip, saying only that he and his brothers had found something big, and that he'd pay you 10 gold pieces each for escorting his supplies safely to Barthen's Provisions, a trading post in Phandalin. He then set out ahead of you on horse, along with a warrior escort named Sildar Hallwinter, claiming he needed to arrive early to take care of business. You spent the last few days following the high road south from Neverwinter, and you've just recently veered east along the Tribor Trail. You've encountered no trouble so far, but this territory can be dangerous. Bandits and outlaws have been known to lurk along the trail. So at this point, you guys you're traveling. You have a wagon, 2 oxen. So maybe you can first maybe do each of you a little introduction for your character, talk a little bit about what they are. If you have any kind of backstory you want to slip in now, it's a good time. And then tell me also, marching order. Who's driving the cart? Is everybody on the cart? Are you walking beside it? That kind of thing. Cunning Fox, you're first on my order, so right, you go first.
I am Arlen Doran, a wayward paladin in desperate need of money.
Same. Grandpa.
Hello. I'm Azrael. I'm a wood elf monk. I'm old. I'm just traveling along. Just needing to, find myself.
Not only are you old, you're old for an elf.
Old as fuck.
600 years old.
Okay, Boomer. And now we see a little halfling with a ukulele.
Yes, I am Gamer Bardwin. I'm currently getting over a cold, but I'm gonna make it big, and these guys are just with me because someone has to hear my songs, give me some feedback on my way to being famous someday. And yes, red ukulele.
And then a little bit of a shady character. No, not shady. That's not the word I'm looking for.
Mellow?
There's mellow. A mellow druid among your group here as well.
Yeah. Hi, my name's I as fuck. Have you ever gotten so high you like can see the connections between everybody? Like everything's connected.
I just love the silence after that, where you guys are like, So Gundren hired you guys to get to escort this wagon to Phandelver. Sounds like there's something. He's really excited about something that him and his brothers have discovered. Cunning Fox, I imagine that you are just like looking for work, right? Like you're just you're just looking for work. And
Better
then
yet, I can drive a wagon.
Oh, wagon driving proficiency. And then maybe like Gamer, you're like you need to experience some adventures, right? To be able to write your ballads and things like that.
Exactly.
So and the thought of going into this like Phandelver is sort of like this frontier town. Like it was settled by humans and then overrun by orcs and then basically abandoned. And now there's a renewed interest in the area, so it's like a frontier town that's starting back up. So who's it sounds like Cunning Fox, Arlen probably driving the wagon. What's everybody else doing?
I'm just sitting there.
Are you sitting on the wagon?
Oh yes, I can't walk that far.
I like to think of myself as like taking as big as steps as I can.
Just like full waddle, just like like your whole body's moving into it.
Or a little playful skip, kind of like big steps, but I don't know, just kind of trying to think of new words, new songs.
Is there just like
my voice isn't all here yet?
Just massive amounts of like acrid smoke coming out of the back of your wagon. I as fuck sitting back there. Okay. So your wagon is packed full of assortment of like mining supplies and food. There's some flour, salted pork, just like kind of a basic supplies. There's a lot of mining gear in there as well, as I said. So let's take a look at where exactly you are here on the Sword Coast. So you guys, and so again, you guys who are in Twitch chat right now have more information than our players do. So they have a lot. This grayed out area is an area for them that's blacked out, so they're unable to see this part. So you've been on the Tribord Trail for about a day and a half. So you just came down the high road there from Neverwinter, and you've just veered east. And as you come around a bend, you spot in the distance 2 dead horses sprawled about 50 feet ahead of you, blocking the path. Each has several black feathered arrows sticking out of it, and the woods press close to the trail here, steep embankments on either side, thick brush. What do you do?
Let's not beat a dead horse.
Gimhair just walks up, starts beating it with a ukulele.
Let's not.
You said there was black feathers on the arrows?
Yes. Each has several black feathered arrows sticking out of it. Chad is horrified that we're 5 minutes into this and there's dead horses.
Already
on the
animal
ground.
abuse. Well, if I had to guess, probably orcs.
Is anybody stopping? You guys want to check this out? You're about, they're about 50 feet away. Can you look? Yeah, sure. Do a survival check. Do a survival check. Oh, our first check of the game.
Oh, hey, I'm actually good at that. Do you want us all to roll or just one?
We'll let Vlor.
20.
Yeah, you can see goblin tracks in this area. There's a lot of goblin tracks that are in the area that you can see.
I say we goblin right on out of here then.
Well, adventure over. You're backing the cart up and back in this little narrow space. Turn it back around.
Well, we can't just leave. Come on.
What's a few goblins?
Let's make like some smoke and leave out of here. You know, if the musician thing doesn't work, I can always go for stand-up comedy.
I wouldn't quit yet.
Your bardic inspiration is you just doing stand-up. You just do it. You do your tight five.
It's just puns.
Okay, so at this point, you're all still kind of around the wagon, and you see these horses. Like I said, about 50 feet away. You know that there's goblin tracks around here.
Do we see like a wagon anywhere, or wagon tracks like it went off the road, or just horses?
You don't, just horses.
Cool.
Do they look like they're fresh or old?
Cunning Fox, give me a perception check. You put the space in there.
Of course, I put a space in. Because it's supposed to be there, fish. Come on.
With a 23, you recognize one of the horses as belonging to Gundren Rockseeker.
Well, yeah, we definitely can't just keep going. So we need to stop and kill them. It's only right. At the very least, recover the body of our associate.
Fuck. What the fuck?
Minnie's still working on his mic. Take your time, dude. Don't stress. No stress. Velo, I saw your message as well. I turned everybody up, so let me know if the the sound is good for everybody as soon as Minnie gets back here.
What does the area look like?
This is it's kind of an area where the Tribord Trail pushes in, so the vegetation pushes in on both sides of the road here, and it's at the horses. You see the dead horses at the top of like an embankment.
I think I'd like to get off the wagon and mosey on into the brush.
Let's be honest, you fell off the wagon a long time ago.
Oh, no.
Okay, so you're kind of approaching the area where the horses are?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and get off that wagon as well to be close to help the old man.
Alright, so is everybody kind of moving forward to scope out this area then?
I'm listening. I'm standing still.
Okay, so you're staying with the wagon then. You're gonna chill with the wagon.
Yeah,
and
I'm just like listening, seeing if I hear anything.
Mini Bulba, can you communicate in sign language what your character is currently doing?
Blink Morse code. If you can understand this.
Okay, we're gonna assume then that I as fuck is chilling
Too
kind
high to
of
operate.
near Gamer Heroin then. So I'm gonna kind of move your dudes here. This is a not. We don't have a battle map for this, so this world map is just gonna have to do. All right. So you guys, Vlor and Cunning, you guys get off the wagon and you start kind of scoping out towards the horses. And you, as you get closer, you can see that the saddlebags of both the horses are empty, like inside out. Everything has been taken off of these two horses, and on the ground next to them, it's okay, Minnie. You're fine, dude. You just take your time. It's no big deal. On the ground next to one of the horses, you see an empty leather map case. And as you get a little bit closer, you notice, with your passive perceptions, and against my terrible pre-stream roll, 4 goblins hiding in the bushes that were trying to ambush you, but you're just too damn good. And for the first time in our campaign, my friends, roll for initiative.
Yes.
I get to reveal this area. Gerblins!
My gerblin.
My gerblin. Alright, I'm gonna roll 1 for all of the gerblins. Oh, they rolled extremely poorly.
I put a space in again.
Alright, well, let's see everybody's rolls here. Oh, GH with an 8. Vlor with a... You guys have... Is there any bonuses to... Oh, you have a bonus to initiative there, Cunning Fox. Now, where does that bonus come from?
It's just Dex.
Okay. So, I rolled... The goblins rolled a 5, so it looks like they're going to be going after everybody. Yeah, Minnie does need to roll for initiative. It looks like he's still having some audio problems, so we can... Gamer Heron, you want to roll initiative for Minnie Baldwin? We'll get him in there.
Sure.
Okay, so it looks like first is Cunning Fox Pup.
+1. Make it a 9. I just copy-pasted Cunning Fox.
Cunning Fox first with a 14. Vlor next with a 13. Then it's... Minnie.
Then me.
Wait, GH, do you not have a Dex bonus?
Not for initiative, to my knowledge.
What is your dexterity bonus?
My dexterity modifier is
Yeah.
+3.
Then you would have +3 to your initiative.
Okay, so she got a...
Really?
Yes, it's just your Dex adds to it.
And it wouldn't change the turn order anyway. And then it's gonna be Gerblin. Sorry, I'm still learning how to use this program too, so bear with me. Alright, Cunning Fox, you are about 15 feet away from the nearest goblin. What do you do?
There's only really one option, right? You draw a Warhammer and you hit them and you charge them with it.
Do you say something as you're charging in? I need money! Give me your gold pieces!
We can go with that.
Okay. So and you should be able to move your character kind of in, and you guys can manipulate. You guys should be able to manipulate your character and move your character around. What's going on, Giggles? Welcome in. Hey, Bob. Thanks so much, dude.
What do you mean unrecognized command? I'm... There.
Let me check my stat sheet here, Cunning Fox. Why, yes, a 26 does hit.
It's also a critical.
Oh, was it? Oh, confirm your crit. First roll of the game is a crit. Let's go. All right, confirm your crit. Let's see it. Shrukon, thank you so much for the 19 months. 26 confirms. We have our first confirmed crit of the game.
That's also another natural 20.
Oh, we can do it! You can just murder it right here. This is the only time this is going to happen in the entire game, Cunning Fox.
Holy shit.
Here we go. He could just murder this thing right now.
No.
Oh, not quite. All right, so you confirmed your crit. This is a bludgeoning
Yes, this is
weapon?
a bludgeoning warhammer.
All right, you so you bring this warhammer down just right in the center of this goblin's face, and it just smashes the bridge of his nose in. You do normal damage, and the target is dazed and blinded for 1 round.
That's awesome.
And tell me the damage.
Wait, 12.
Okay, you remember what I said about this goblin being dazed and blinded for 1 round? This goblin is now dead. You just walked up to this goblin and fucking murdered it. Like, you brought the hammer down right into its face and it just crumpled to the ground and died.
I think it's after that you just kind of spread your arms, like, come at me.
you do like a full 360, like, let's go. And we have some Oni-san teach me how to fight in chat.
Excellent.
Okay, Azaril, Vlor, what do you do?
I'm gonna throw a dart at this guy, the one closest to me.
Okay.
How far away am I?
You're about 15 feet.
Okay. I'm gonna throw a dart.
A
For 16
16 hits.
All right.
For 5
5
points of
damage.
damage. You hit this guy hard. He's in rough shape. Okay, Mini Bubble, do we have you back?
Seems no.
It appears no. He looks so pretty, though, you guys.
Fuck!
Oh, hey! There he is!
Oh my.
No, he's gone.
You guys ever get so high that you can't speak anymore?
You ever get so high that you become a computer and uninstall your driver, and your name is Windows?
So did you move? You move back a little bit then, Vlor?
Yeah.
Okay, so you shot the dart and you kind of backed up a little bit. Okay, Eye as fuck. You're up next. You're staring down 3 goblins.
Whoa, goblins! Holy shit!
You guys hear him? Okay.
Yes.
How close?
You are about 30 feet away from the closest goblin. You stayed back at the wagon because you and Gamer Bardowin were behind the wagon. There was some funny smells happening back there.
That halfling Smokely. Who do you think provides?
I know there's goblins out there, but you guys hang on just a second.
One. Go ahead and do a thorn whip. Whoever getting attacked.
Well, that's yeah, okay. That's not you, but I get to. So you're gonna thorn whip. You're gonna thorn whip this goblin right here. That guy.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah, he's getting thorn whip.
What is thorn whip?
Thorn whip is whip of thorns that goes out 30 feet. Can grab him, and I can do one. Make a melee spell attack.
Storm whip is a whip of thorns. Okay, great. Well, we nailed that one down. Thanks, guys.
I think it has to be the save team, but I don't know.
What?
Yeah, we're kind of losing you still here, Minnie. Sorry, dude.
It's do you have like a voice activation level? Maybe it's set too high. That kind of sounds like what. It's
Yeah,
happening in
yeah.
Discord.
Yeah, because the rest of your voice is really clear.
Okay.
I guess.
Are we good
Yes,
now?
yeah, much better. Okay.
Fuck my life.
Hey, Minnie Bulba, thank you so much for joining us. How are you tonight?
It's you know, I'm on time.
Okay, so Thorn Whip is a whip of thorns. I think we're all
It's a
on
whip of
board.
thorns.
Unless chat needs us to slow down. I think we're all on board with that. What else does it do?
So it goes out 30 feet. It's a melee spell attack, which I don't know what you have to do that against, but I would assume constant.
Proficiency. Wait, do they make a save or do you roll it?
I think they have to make a save,
It's probably a save.
but it doesn't say which save.
Okay,
Well,
then it's
it
not a
should
save.
say.
It's a melee spell attack, so it'll be proficiency plus whatever you use to cast. Wisdom?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's wisdom.
So, yeah.
So am I supposed to roll a d20 for that?
You're supposed
Yes.
to roll in chat.
Yeah.
Okay. You're like rolling on your desk. You're like, fish suit. I've rolled nothing but 20s all night.
It's incredible.
It's incredible.
Sis. What is your wisdom modifier?
Okay.
There you go, yeah.
You got to put 1 d20. There you go.
Hey.
19.
Whatcha! You hit it.
Which? So it'll also pull him in 10 feet.
Okay, and it does damage as well, right?
Yeah. Does 1d6. Do I add my wisdom to that?
No?
No.
Okay.
No.
4.
4. Okay, so you whip this guy. You
Looks
you
real good.
you whip him real good. You catch him kind of around the ankle, and you said it pulls it back to you. So, so the only thing that comes forward is a gross rot. Now starting to rot goblin corpse because you just murdered this guy as well. So you just murdered him and just dragged his dead body closer to you.
Oh.
No, it's dead. Now you're really gonna have to clean that thorn whip. Do you need to dry clean your thorn whip? Because it is covered with viscera now from this goblin. Okay, Gamer Bardowin, you were hanging out near the wagon. You're about 30 feet away. Actually, you're about like 35, 40 feet away from the nearest goblin now, because these two were a little bit further back.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter because I'm going to use Vicious Mockery, which is 60 feet range, and they have to do a Wisdom saving throw or take 1d4 psychic damage. And
Let me tell you.
disadvantage on their next roll.
So is this both of the goblins are gonna?
I think I can only pick one.
Is it an aura or is you targeting?
Yeah, it's sadly just one.
Yeah, it's just one.
And so which one are we going for here?
The higher up one?
Okay. So wisdom saving throw?
Yep.
Natural 1. Okay, tell me the damage. Nafiston, thank you so much for the 29 months.
1d4 psychic damage, and my Vicious Mockery sounds like this. Get fucked.
So how much damage?
1d4 psychic and disadvantage on next.
Okay, tell me the damage.
Oh yeah. I have to put it in the chat. I'm like going for my dice. I should just put them away.
Giggles to the 19 months. Oh, so this is a good time to mention everybody while GH rolls her down. Oh, you rolled 1. A single tear runs down the goblin's face. It's like, that was not very nice. Not cool, okay?
I just lost my friends and you said get fucked.
Real quick, I should mention we have some incentives for subscriptions and for gift subs and for bits during the stream. So $1 donation or 100 bits. And you can make a combat roll for somebody. So if you go and check out our Discord, you'll see a Dungeons and Dan's Games channel in there, and in there you can actually roll dice just like we're doing here. So for 100 bits or $1, you can make a combat roll for somebody here in the game. For $5 or 500 bits, you can give me disadvantage on a roll, which means that I have to roll 2 d20s and take the lower of the two. And for $10 or 1,000 bits, we will make somebody in the game use some wild magic. For all the subs that we just got, you guys can add 1d4 to anybody's roll. So anybody who subbed tonight, you can add 1d4 to anybody's roll. You can go into Dungeons and Dan's Games, do your roll, and then let me know in chat who you want to add it to, and we'll add it to a roll for them. And then if you gift a sub, you can add 1d6 to anybody's roll, and then 5 gift subs, you can take a spin on that wild magic. So you did 1 entire damage to this guy, single tier. He's sad. This goblin's dead. This goblin's dead. Now it's the goblin that you just were so mean to. You're so mean. And he's about, what did I say? Vlor was like 15. So how far away is Vlor from where you started? Did you move like 15 feet? Did you back up about 15 feet or
like 5 or 10?
Okay, so he should be able to hit you. So yeah, this goblin here, he pulls out his crossbow and he aims it squarely at the old man.
No!
And he rolls a massive 9 to hit.
Oh, that doesn't hit.
Rats! Oh, I did get fucked. Okay. And so the next goblin's up, and this goblin, he's just gonna he's kind of skirting the bushes over here. And next goblin up, he is also gonna back up just a hair here, maybe not quite that far. He's gonna back up completely off the map and leave. And he's just really he's gonna square in at our paladin Arlen here with his short bow. That is another huge 9 to hit.
Believe it or not, no.
No, I got fucked too. Sauces, thanks so much to the host, dude. Okay, and we've completed round 1. Round 2, Arlen.
Alright, so I think I'm gonna charge the one who shot at me after pointing at him with like the warhammer in hand.
No, we can't get DM rolls in chat, Negamir, because this is that's information that is a secret to the players. I'm sorry, Cunning. Can you say it again, please?
I'm gonna point my warhammer at the goblin who shot at me and then charge him.
You're calling your shot?
Yeah.
And you charge at him. Okay. Move yourself up there.
I assume a 22 hits.
A 20. Let me just quickly take a look at their AC. Oh my goodness, a 22 does in fact hit.
I can't believe you've done this.
Hey, what's going on, Missy? Bottom right. That's miniature Bulba, mini Bulba.
I can't believe you've done
10
this.
points of damage. This goblin is now deceased. Only one goblin remains. So, this goblin that remains, he's nervous. And he's looking to now, you can tell in his eyes, he's looking to get the fuck out. Azrael, you're up.
How far away would you say I am from him?
You are about 30 feet now.
I will move all the way up there.
Oh, he's just like super, like fast hobble. I'm using my fast hobble ability.
He is the world's fastest old man. It's only gonna get
You
worse.
step over the body of this other goblin.
I've got a speed of 35, so yeah.
It's a sneaky, fast old man.
Oddly enough, he moves quite a bit quicker than you'd think. So I'll take a swing with my quarterstaff.
It's definitely not. It's not possible for you to have rolled an 18 in Discord, Relin, because you're not rolling a d20. You're rolling a d4. And yes, Vlor, a 21 does in fact hit.
All right. For 8 points of damage.
My friends, you've survived your first encounter because all of these goblins are dead. All dead! Is this the All Dead song?
All dead.
They're all dead.
Bardwin, she gets inspiration.
Oh, Book Fairy gives out our first inspiration of the day. GH, write it down. You have an inspiration. Okay, so, boy, you guys are in pretty rough shape. Does anybody need to heal up after that? No? Everybody, oh, you guys okay?
I need to put some salve on my back.
Gamer Heroin rubs it in for you. She's right at that height. Inspiration allows... So, inspiration is the opposite of disadvantage, Negamir. So, that means that the players will roll 2 d20s, and then they'll take the higher of the two results. Dragonblood, thank you so much for the 27 months, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, guys, you just murdered some goblins here at this sort of where the path pushes in. What are we doing?
I'll poke them with my stick.
I'd like to loot them.
You poke
And
it.
not like the musical instrument. Like
Yeah, pretty much all they had. So you go up and you loot you head up, you start to poke through the bodies, just this pile of guts, some of them, because, you know, the one guy's head entirely caved in. They just pretty much had their weapons, maybe a day's ration, stale, moldy bread. That was about it. They didn't, they weren't, these are just a bunch of dumb goblins.
Does the bread have mushrooms on it?
It has mold on it, not mushrooms.
Okay, just normal fungus. Okay.
Yeah, just normal fungus.
Well, that didn't give us anything we really wanted here.
Vlor, you made a survival check earlier before you started fighting the goblins, and you noticed the goblin tracks. You noticed goblin tracks back, and as you get closer here, you can you see dozens of goblin tracks here. This is clearly an area on the Tribor Trail where they were staging ambushes, and they've been staging ambushes for quite some time. You notice that one of the horses belonged to Gundren Rockseeker. You can only assume that the other horse belonged to Sildar, who was his companion on this trip. They were traveling light. They wanted to get to Phandelver before you, and you were bringing the supplies to them. Can I, Gamer Bardwin, give me a perception check.
perception is wisdom.
Yes.
Sorry, I forgot. Doesn't remember everything. That doesn't help.
He said it as a sentence. Roll 1d20. Robot? Excuse me, robot?
Do it.
Command.
With a 7, you're like, you state exactly what I just said. You're like, wow, the road really seems to close in right here, and there's some thick vegetation along the sides of the road. You state that to the party. Let everybody know.
Hey, there's some big vegetation.
Anybody else want to take a stab at some perception check? You guys, I mean, I assume you guys are just kind of walking around this area, poking your stick in the brush.
I'll do some snooping.
Sure. For a 16, Cunning Fox, you can see. So Vlor pointed out all the tracks to you. You might not have seen him right off the bat, but he's stooped over, so he's looking at the ground. He sees all the goblin tracks, and you can see that the tracks are generally leading to the kind of one area on the side of this path. And as you look a little bit further, you see that the shrubs easily push aside, and you find a trail heading north off of this main trail.
Do we have anyone with us?
It's just you four. You have 2 oxen and the cart.
Okay, so if we follow the trail, we have to leave the wagon behind.
Yes, you can tie off. You're able to tie off the oxen and the wagon. You can if you want, you can find a kind of a safe place. You can scout the area out a little bit.
There's lots of bushes.
That's true. The vegetation is quite high here, as you pointed out.
I
We
as
can
fuck
always try and
not that
hide
kind
the
of
cart.
high.
I don't know. You're in the back there with me.
Would you roll cunning? A 16.
Yes.
With that, so you see this area where the shrubs push back. You see the secret path, this hidden path. You see the goblin tracks, and you also notice it looks like 2 lines dragged in the dirt. You can only assume that 2 bodies have been dragged through here very recently.
Well, I have good news and bad news. The good news is I know where they are.
Were
The
they?
bad news is that they're dead.
Oh shit!
Oh, I don't think they'd go down that easy.
Fuck.
That sucks for them.
So we should probably go after them and get their bodies and supplies back.
Do we?
No thanks.
I don't know how to argue with that.
Roll a persuasion check. Everybody's like, I agree.
I am actually good at it.
Sounds like such a great idea when it's a song.
Who wants ice cream?
Listen, they're just goblins. We literally killed 4 of them without breaking a sweat. We can go get the bodies back.
You're polishing the head of the warhammer, just trying to get like the gore off of him.
Let me wipe down my whip really quick. Sure.
Do it behind the wagon.
You towel whip. You like towel whip Vlor on the way back there?
Get it over, old man.
I haven't had that much excitement in a while.
Save me.
No.
No.
Plus, wasn't that the guy that was supposed to pay us?
It was, yes. This is the person who hired you just several days ago.
So yeah, we should.
Crap.
I mean,
Yeah,
if
we
you
should go
two
get our
don't
money.
want to go, I'll happily collect your paychecks.
Nah. Does it look more foresty in there?
No more foresty than the place you are now. The path is a little bit more narrow, but it's generally like the Tribor Trail. So you've turned off the main road already, and you're on kind of a more narrow path. This and the path that you're on now is pretty worn. The other path is kind of like you know how you can see where people have walked through the same grassy field in the same direction. It's kind of worn down like that, but it's fairly wide.
Okay. Fuck it. It's money.
Arlen just
God.
dollar signs in his eye. Ching! They're dead.
I'm a lowly folk hero. I'm down on my luck. Help.
Okay, so what are we doing, adventurers?
So we're gonna go in.
Yeah.
Going in. Okay, so you're gonna
find a place to stash the wagon.
Yeah, so you spend a 15 minutes, 20 minutes just finding a good spot, secluded spot. You tie off the wagon. You pet the oxen, give them a scratch behind the ear. I don't know.
Wait,
What do oxens like sugar cubes like horses?
Yeah. Who doesn't love a sugar cube?
Exactly.
Okay, and then so you start your way on this path to the north, and marching order. How are we traveling now? We're all walking, so
I'll be in the front.
I'll be pulling up the rear.
In the rear.
Because I'm an old man and I walk slow.
Okay.
I walk slightly ahead of the old man, so I don't have to smell him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Before we leave, can I cast Speak with Animals and go talk to the oxen?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. Hi, little oxen. How you doing?
I'm okay.
So this cargo is pretty important, and also, if anybody comes along, you should just murder them.
Hey, do you have any sugar cubes?
Get him
Checking
high.
for.
I'd murder somebody for a sugar cube.
Can I give you an IOU for that sugar cube?
Sure, bud.
Okay.
All right, see ya.
Bye. Thanks.
Okay, so we're now off on this this little side path.
How wide is the path?
It's like maybe 10 feet wide. It's not particularly wide. It's really like you're almost under kind of a canopy of trees at this point. It's like I said, it's a very lightly worn path, but you can see along this path all these goblin tracks, so you know that this is the way that they're heading. You can kind of see where the ground is worn. As I said, the forest is kind of closed in on you a little bit here. It's still lots of light. It's not dark or anything like that, but there's a canopy. Cunning Fox, what is your passive perception?
It is a 14.
So you've been walking up this trail for about 15 minutes, Cunning, and you are looking at the ground in front of you, and you can just see that something's off in front of you. And you get a little bit closer, and you see that there is a snare set up there on the ground.
Can we walk around it? Do I need to disable it?
Yeah, you can absolutely walk around it. Yep. So
Yes.
everybody just walks by. Your
Just
passive.
Kind of point at it and walk around it.
Just put up a little flag in front of it. So there's a snare here. Watch out.
A little minesweeper flag.
Your passive perception allowed you to see that.
Don't step on it.
This is the beginning of my next great ballad. There was a snare. We walked past it.
It was a
Goblins
snare.
suck.
While everybody's distracted by the snare, I'd like to slip off the trail a little bit and kind of sneak through the woods.
Okay, sure. So are you? They're progressing down the trail. Are you in the woods now, kind of next to them, and they're walking down the path?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd like to stealth.
Okay. Roll a stealth check. You're like, hey guys, I'm gonna be stealthy over here.
You left
No,
sneaking
it's
on.
more along the lines of I just kind of stumble into the woods like a senile old man.
You fall down, shit your pants.
The whole of
Oh, I lost my way!
Help! He just starts screaming for help. Yeah. So.
Hey Hey, Grandpa, trail's over here.
With a
Oh, thank you.
with a fumble, you can assume, Flora, that you are not stealthed. So you are continuing on here. What was that passive perception, Cunning?
14.
14. So you walked a little bit more down the trail, like maybe another 20 minutes or so. And you're walking along, and there's a lot of like fallen leaves in this area, Cunning, and you in the lead, and then right behind you, eye as fuck. You guys both are walking along this path, and suddenly the ground gives out from underneath you. There's somebody has set up a pit trap here, and the leaves fall in. Please, both of you, make a DC 15, or I'm sorry, a DC 10 Dex save. So you're scrambling. You've fallen in, but you're trying to scramble to catch on the edge of this pit trap. Cunning Fox, you make it. You grab onto the edge. Ooh, heave yourself up. Minnie, you make it. You grab on as well. Heave yourself back up. The pit has collapsed in now. You can see there's some spikes down there. It would have been nasty business if you'd fallen in.
No.
Is there like any bones down there?
There are no bones down there. No.
Alright, good. Nobody else has fallen for this.
Don't want to be the first.
Gamer Heron, you would have fallen in, but these two were in front of you, so you saw this happen. You were like, "Whoa! I'm not going in there. No, sir. No how."
Oh man. Ah!
Whew! Okay. All right, and so you continue on, and this trail up to you don't know what, right? You don't really know. It's somewhere where the goblins have been gathering. They've been performing these attacks. It's roughly you've traveled roughly about 5 miles north at this point, and you've avoided these two traps, so everybody's fine. Cunning Fox saw the first one. You both escaped out of the second one. Super dexterous. And now you've found yourself at the mouth of a cave. So,
Always a cave.
No.
What the hell dragged them this far?
you followed the goblins' trail, and you've come across a large cave in a hillside 5 miles from the scene of the ambush. A shallow stream flows out of the cave mouth, which is screened by dense briar thickets. A narrow, dry path leads into the cave on the right-hand side of the stream, and it looks a little something like this.
Ooh,
That's the left-hand side.
we got a battle map. That is the left-hand side.
The stream flows out of the cave mouth, which is screened by a dense briar thickets. A narrow, dry path leads into the cave on the right-hand side of the stream.
I'd like to take a look around to see if there's any more goblins just hanging about.
Goblins. Okay, so where are you checking out? Where are you looking?
Probably across the stream.
Okay, so you're gonna move like show me on the doll where the show me on the map. Show me on the map where you'd like to try to like see through. Okay.
Kind of looking through the bushes and.
Sure. So you're looking. Yeah, you're kind of like roll a stealth check for me.
Uh-oh. $19.
Very stealthy. Okay, so excuse me. Azrael, you sneak across the stream. It's the wading. It's a. Excuse me, frog in my throat. You can wade through it. You don't have to swim through it. It's just maybe 1.5 feet deep at its deepest. So you're like, hey guys, wait here. I'm gonna go and scope this out. And so you get over to these thickets here, and you make it not a splash. You make it up there, and you peer through the thicket in this area. Whoops. And you see on the other side of this thicket 2 goblins, and they are completely unaware that you are there. On the east side of the stream flowing from the cave mouth, a small area in the briar thickets has been hollowed out to form a lookout post or blind. Wooden planks flatten out the briars and provide room for guards to lie hidden and watch the area, including a pair of goblins lurking there right now. So you like whisper back, you make hand signals? You guys haven't been together that long. I mean, how do you communicate this to your party across the stream?
Ooh.
I like to start washing my feet.
I'd hand motion them. Hey, come here. Come here.
Are you indicating for us to be stealthy about this?
Yeah.
Hey guys!
Come on over here. I think I see something.
Washing my feet. Washing my feet.
Gamer Heroine, have you moved into the stream?
Like, I'm like sitting on the edge, but it snaps, so.
If you can hold Alt if you want to have it halfway.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, I'm just washing my feet. You know, I don't have shoes, so.
I don't know anything's going on, so I'm just walking forward.
Okay.
I mean, I'll attempt to sneak over there.
Okay, give me a stealth check. I lost my D20.
Am I actually hiding in the bushes here?
You're not in the bushes, you're kind of up against it. You can't really move into the bushes here because they're so thick, but they've been pressed down, so because this is like an area where they can look out. But you can also look in because of that same feature. With a 20, you make it across the stream, no problem. You're very sneaky.
What's going on?
Oh, they're being sneaky. I'd like to follow. And
Okay.
also be
Be sneaky. Give me a sneaky check.
sneaky.
Such
check.
sneak, many wow.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Oh,
boy.
Oh my god.
So these guys, Vlor sneaks across there first, and he's like, guys, fuck, there's goblins. And then Arlen, wearing a full suit of armor.
Full suit of chainmail. Actually,
Full suit of
I might have
chainmail.
disadvantage on that.
Clangs, you might add.
I might need to
We retcon, you fell into the stream. You make it across there with your chainmail, no problem. And then the tiny, nimble halfling. Vlor, you notice the goblins immediately turn around. There is no surprise round for either of you. Please roll for initiative.
Oh.
Hey, I heard something over there.
In the future, I think I do have disadvantage. It's heavy armor.
Okay. And then you are about. Whoops, you're about right.
Okay.
There.
Nice.
Oof. How could you be so unaware? Oh, let me.
I was surprised that the halfling failed to sneak.
What?
Who is coming over here? Is it a horse?
Ooh.
It was very loud halfway.
Nay.
I'm sorry. Tell me again what the modifier is for initiative.
Dexterity.
Dex. Okay. So these guys rolled an 18. So goblins are going first here, my friends. Okay. Let this guy go first. This guy goes second. Give me numbers. Cunning
2.
Fox 2, Vlor 11, GH 22. So you actually go first. That was your initiative roll?
Yeah.
When you get over there, like, I'm ready.
Ready to go.
Let's go.
I'm ready to fight. Let's go.
Maybe I was singing the whole time, Negri. That's it. We're just like...
This stream has some kind of curse on halflings, I tell you.
Oh, God.
Vlor and poor old Cunning Fox here up last. Okay, so GH, you made your way across the stream. Sploosh, 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 sploosh. The goblins. Hey, what's that over there? And now you are kind of midstream here. You're midstream. Okay. So do you pinch it off and?
Hey! Don't cross the stream.
Oh my god. Alright, let's see here. So I can go. I think I'll move up here. Oh, except for please stop measuring.
Click on that arrow on the toolbar. There you go.
And then I would like to. Let's see. Can I see this guy very well?
You can kind of see him through the brush. He's definitely under 50% cover here.
Well, we're gonna try and shoot him with a hand crossbow.
Ooh, okay. Pulling out the crossbow for the first time?
Yeah. Let's
What if your ukulele was the crossbow? Fshsuit wondered out
Holy
loud.
shit! Holy
Backside
shit.
crossbow, frontside ukulele, huh?
Yes.
All right.
What,
I
you
like
don't
to aim
use
my
this-
crossbow.
Let's go.
This is getting better. I love it. Okay. I would like to try and shoot this nearest guy. Let's see. So if it's not finesse, is it strength or dexterity?
It would be dex with your crossbow, I would assume.
Okay. The other two are finesse, so.
Yeah, well, that means you can choose whether to use strength or dex.
Yeah, but this one doesn't. So
Oh, I see.
Range is dex.
Range is dex.
What the fuck?
You rolled a fumble. So
Wait,
let's.
they're a halfling.
Oh!
Oh!
All right, so explain what's happening here, GH.
I'm a halfling, so I'm lucky, so I get to reroll ones once.
So if GH rolls a 1, she gets to re-roll it. A 9, unfortunately. A 9, pew, through the trees, doesn't hit.
That's okay.
And you used your move action. Now it is this goblin's turn. He's firing at you from cover, and you're kind of standing out here in the middle of nowhere, so he's got a clear shot at you, and so he raises up his short bow. I'm rolling so badly, you guys. That's an 8 to hit. I don't think I've rolled anything above a 5 this entire session so far.
Welcome to DMA.
Phew, you miss. You miss.
I suddenly realize where I've gone wrong.
And he's gonna maybe take like a 5-foot step to the south.
He's like, wait.
Okay, next goblin's up. He's gonna move up to the cover, so he's gonna be firing through cover. This basically means that you, Arlen, and you, Azrael, it's even footing here. So nobody's gonna get a penalty, and nobody's gonna get a bonus to their AC. You guys are firing at each other like across a thicket, basically, at this point. And he's gonna aim his short bow at the old monk. That is a 23 to hit.
Nope, doesn't hit.
Impressive.
Catches the arrow in his teeth. And you take 4 points of damage.
Ow.
Ouch! You can yell ouch as a free action.
What was that?
Eyes foot.
It must have been the wind.
Fuck it, I'm just gonna rush in there.
Okay.
Is
See-
the stream difficult terrain?
It's not.
Okay. how far is this? How do I check how far it is?
There's a little like circle with a measuring, like a little ruler on it. You can drag.
You can also hold right click while you move your token.
Oh.
Backstroke in the
it'll-
street.
That's not working.
Like pick up your left click your token and then like hold right click or press right click whenever you want to move.
Yeah, that's not.
It'll roll. Oh, they changed it for something. For some reason, mine's still like grandfathered. You also have the arrow drawn, not your clicker. G8.
Yeah, I was trying it
Oh.
the other way though. It just moves the map.
You click like you left click your token and then right click.
How do thing?
So
Okay, you're moving right there.
I got like right there-ish.
Okay. Yeah. So you can kind of you can kind of see around this. You can see around it. He's not undercover at this point.
And then I'm take out my scimitar and do a strike with that.
Scimitar. Book Fairy had to ask what a scimitar was today. It's one of my favorite weapons. My very favorite weapons. Okay, let's go. Hey, Vlor, would you mind removing your hit points from your duder? A 7 misses. Shing! Steps to the side. Little guy. You know, he's a little guy. Steps to the side. Okay. Azrael, through the trees. Through the bushes, over the shrubs, and through the woods.
Is there any chance that I can do an acrobatics to flip over these bushes?
I'm already picturing the fail.
It'd be tough.
I can use my staff to vault over.
Okay. Yeah, so make an acrobatics check.
Oh god.
So imagine landing face into a briar patch.
Or straight on top of the goblins.
There.
22. So from a standing, you jump, and you sort of use your staff to almost like pole vault over the thickets, and you get like right up in this guy's grill. You're like in him, and are you able to make an attack now?
Yes.
So you're gonna make this attack now with advantage. This goblin is so surprised that this happened.
Scared, confused, wants his mom to pick him up.
Yeah.
So I've actually got 2 attacks. I've got my quarterstaff.
You'll
and
make
then
the
an
first
unarmed
attack with
strike.
advantage.
Okay. Oh, good thing.
Ooh, okay, here we go. This is the good reason that there's advantage.
Luckily, there's advantage.
You got lucky.
25,
25.
that's a natural 20.
Oh, nat 20. Nat 20. Critical threat. Critical threat. Let's confirm that crit. Not confirmed. So you're just gonna you do maximum damage.
So that is 9 points of damage.
And you kill it. You pole vaulted over the thicket, got it right in this goblin's face, and just put the butt of your quarterstaff just like into his eye, and it just went right in and out the other side, like just skewered him right in the head, and he's dead.
Yeah, so I can't use my staff for the second attack because it's in his head. So I'm gonna punch the other guy.
Okay. This is not with advantage, it's just a regular martial attack.
An 11.
You missed. You were so hyped. You're so like you just did this fucking awesome thing. You're so hyped to get over there, and you punch at the guy, you miss him. Okay. Arlen.
Or you get inspiration.
Oh, let's go.
Oh!
Vlor earned inspiration for doing this incredible athletic move. This old man. Arlen, you are up.
Alright, I'll just wander on over here and smack a goblin. As is what I do.
This goblin's like, oh shit. There's already tails. Tails of you.
Okay, I rolled a 1.
That is a fumble. Let's confirm that fumble.
Alright.
Fumble not confirmed, so you just miss. You just miss.
Are you flanking?
Are we doing flanking?
No, and he wouldn't be flanking anyway. This goblin is sort of like... You if anything, were flanking the other goblin. This goblin has definitely been attacking and looking that way. Okay. Gamer, Bardoin, middle of the stream, crossbow misses. You're up.
I would like to take this opportunity to write a song about Floor.
Okay, all right.
I will be preparing until next turn.
So you're taking this. You're sort of preparing an action for this for your turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna sit down and we're gonna write this out.
Right in the middle of the stream.
Okay. So this goblin sees his compatriot die, sees this old man fly over the fucking hedge, and just gore his buddy right through the face. And then he kind of dodges, without even seeing it, dodges his punch from the same guy. Just murders his friend, punches at him, misses. So he turns around and he's throws down his short bow, and he draws his scimitar, throwing a weapon away as his free action, draws his scimitar as his movement action, and he's going to take a swing at this crazy, wily, ridiculous monk. That is a hit. That is a 23 to hit.
Oh, Jesus.
Danger
Don't
zone
hurt
for...
me, I'm old.
He's gonna like do this crazy stunt and get murdered immediately.
And that is 5 points of damage.
Oh, and I'm out.
Yeah, he's unconscious.
All right, Vlor has been knocked unconscious. He is. Let's see. What's a good? Can you guys see these icons?
Yes.
Can you see the death icons that I put up there? Okay. He's like, ooh. Okay.
I love how like shitty some of the icons.
This goblin's dead. Eyes fuck.
Okay. I want to take a step back, but keeping line of sight.
Okay.
So like right there-ish, I guess. I'm gonna use Thorn Whip to grab this guy and pull him towards the center of three of us.
Gamer Heroine, just as you're preparing this, you might need to make it a death ballad. Vlor puts together this incredibly great cosplay. Character dies first session.
Immediately murdered by goblins.
No.
Is there a way for us to
nat
see how
20.
much HP everybody has? Woo! Nat 20. Okay. All right. Roll to confirm.
Same one.
Same exact roll again.
Double
Confirmed. Critical. Okay. Oh, with another natural 20. Let's go, Mini Bubba. Let's go.
One more.
One more.
Yep. Aw.
Oh, but you did confirm your crit. This is a spell. Is Thorn Whip a spell?
Yeah, it's a spell. It's a Thorn Whip that. Yeah.
All right, you have. This is called Hoarder's Wrath. You do double damage, or triple to dragons. And what are you rolling for? So you would roll a regular damage roll for this and then double it.
Okay.
So 2d6, I think.
So 2D. Oh. Okay, well.
Or are we doubling
Fill
it?
up chat.
And again, okay, so you whip this guy. It fucking kills him. And then you drag the body and just... this wet, dead body just hits Arlen. Just hits him right in the chest and flops down on the ground in front of him. He's dead. You've murdered both goblins.
Shit, I gotta clean this again? At least it's a stream this time.
You could say that you whipped it. You whipped it good.
Bod, can you heal?
Oh yeah. Oh, by the way, your monk is dying. Well, your monk, he's stable. He's at exactly 0. So.
So, can I? Wait, whose turn is it still?
The combat is over. Combat is over.
Okay, I'd like to
Do you have
cast
something?
Healing Ward while singing.
Healing word. Okay.
Okay. I'm also gonna roll for it first. Alright. So, while I'm healing Vlor for 5, because I run over to him, I sing him the song I wrote him.
Here's a little song. Oh, sorry.
There once was a monk named Vlor. He told the goblin no more. He skewered his head, and now he is dead. This is the song of Vlor.
Oh.
As you heal him for 5.
Applause.
Okay, Vlor
As
stands
fuck
back up.
thinks that you're a genius now. So, God. Did you hear all those rhymes? Holy shit. How did she come up with that? So crazy.
I didn't hear anything.
It's better that way, old man.
Okay.
Don't do it again.
Alrighty, so here we are. You see the mouth of the cave. Just a little shallow stream flowing out of the mouth of this kind of narrow cave, 5-6 feet. Sorry, real quick, Negamir, it is on stream. You can see it. It's underneath the characters. It may be hard to see. I'll try to make it a little easier to see next time, but it's right under. I don't know if maybe it's just difficult to see, but it's right there.
I'm gonna go ahead and wash off my thorn whip in the stream.
this thing. It just gets in every nook and cranny on this thorn whip.
Oh, God.
Oh god.
You wash it away. Okay, well, here we are. Well, I mean, what would you like to do?
Oh, we should
No.
take a listen.
Listen. So you kind of like move up to the mouth of the cave then? Floor?
Yeah.
You're up here and you hear like very deep in the cave, you can tell, very deep. It's just like rushing water. It's like pounding water. You can hear it. It's echoing off the cave. Who among you has dark vision? Does anybody have dark vision?
I do.
Cunning Fox does. Who doesn't? It would be GH and I as fuck. They wouldn't be able to see. So you guys can see a little bit into the cave. It's just kind of more of the same. Chillnan, thank you so much for the 500 bits. Chillnan, you get to give me disadvantage. Thank you so much, Chill. I appreciate that, dude. Dragonblood, we'll do 1 minute of voice mod, but not until the next stream. Sorry. So you can you can see into the cave just a little ways in. It's just kind of more, like I said, more of the same. You can peek in there, but you're not really seeing a whole lot more.
Okay.
I will light up a torch. And I'll hand it to the people who don't have dark vision.
How
Thanks.
how nice of you, dude.
That's
Here, you
So
might
nice.
need this.
Thanks, old man. You have your.
Didn't mean to cross you out there. I didn't mean to cross you out. Okay, so you light up the torch. You can basically see now what the people with dark vision could already see, which is that the cave just kind of continues on, narrow path.
yep, that looks like a cave.
This sure is a cave, guys.
Sure is a cave.
Well, come on.
This is traveling. We need a little traveling music, GH. Come on. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh no! I'm. That song was all I had prepared.
Okay, so is everybody moving in, or is it just Cunning, or what are we doing?
Yeah.
I'll
Solo
follow.
adventure.
Yeah, it's Cunning Fox. Just the rest of this is just Cunning Fox.
I mean, I'll come along as long as
Okay.
I like walk through the stream and watch
Sure,
out my
and
feet.
keeping in mind that the map is really just an approximation. I don't want you to. Well, fish suit. According to the map, I am 15. You know what I mean? Like we're gonna hand wave a little bit of this, because the map is just sort of supposed to give you and then people watching the stream just good visual representation. But really, it's not going to be sort of to scale. Just an FYI as we head into this cave.
You're Barnwin. Are you just clomping around along in the stream?
Yeah, I'm washing my. I don't have shoes. Like this is like my pants.
I hope at some point it doesn't suddenly get deeper.
Something's in there.
Step.
My luck.
Where'd she,
Everybody give me a perception check.
where'd she go?
Oh, yeah. With me only being a few feet tall. I can vouch the water is 3 feet here.
This bot.
Um,
This bot hates us.
oh, not one.
What are we rolling?
Oh my god.
jeez.
Perception.
Perception,
Oh, the
please.
flame! It's in my eyes.
The goggles, they do nothing.
They're only decorative.
Okay, cunning with a 17. You remember overhearing something in Neverwinter about a goblin hideout or encampment, and you can't really quite remember, but the name that is coming to mind is Cragmaw. Cragmaw. And so as you're walking down the path, it's kind of been gnawing at you a little bit, and as you enter this might be the hideout that those guys were talking about. You're pretty sure it was called Cragmaw. That's just sticking in your head. Okay, so you just inside. So everybody's kind of entering the cave now. You have a lit torch, and just inside the cave mouth, a few uneven steps, stone steps, lead up to a small, dark chamber on the east side of the passage. The cave narrows to a steep fissure at the far end, and it's filled with a stench of animals. So you walk in here. Let me reveal a little bit more of this map to you guys.
I can't believe you've done this.
And so you kind of... Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. You kind of get up here. Who's behind you? Who wants to be like behind? It would be maybe both the characters with dark vision up front. That would make maybe the most sense. And then you guys, Gamer Heroine and Eyes Fuck in behind. And so yeah, you get to this. You see this. There's kind of steps upward, and it's just overwhelming stench of animals. And as you come up to where the steps are.
Order we attack it.
Oh no, I forgot to turn off the sound effects. Of course, it had to be Dragonblood who. I forgot to turn off sound effects. Nobody else did any. Okay, thanks, Dragon. So as you come up to these steps, you can hear to the east in this room the savage snarls and sounds of rattling chains.
Just kind of gently
Friends.
motion people to stop moving. He's like, no.
I'd
But they
like
could
to
be a
ask
friend.
Cunning if he sees anything.
No, but I hear things.
Like,
Oh,
many
let's take a
things?
look.
It sounds like a friend.
No, sounds like somebody wants to bite my leg.
I'd like to put my hand on my tiny dagger.
Okay,
Makes me feel safe.
you're like,
So can I just kind of like gently like peek around the corner?
yeah, I'm not gonna make you roll for that. So yeah, you kind of peer into the room, and your dark vision opens up. Allows you to see into this room, and in the room you see 3 wolves, and these wolves are chained to the floor, thick, heavy iron chains, collars around their necks, and they are chained, each one of them, with a huge metal bolt that's just a huge metal like stake that's just staked into the stone. And Each one of them is actually, it's not into the base, it's into, they're chained into stalagmites on the floor, actually. And they're snarling and they're kind of nipping at each other, and they heard you approach. They know that you're there, but they are chained to the ground.
Does it look like there's more open space behind them, or is that the back wall?
It does look like there's a like more to this behind, but it's kind of it's being obscured. There's a lot of like boulders. There's a lot of stalagmites. There's a lot of stalagmites here, so you can't quite see into the you can't quite see into the very back of this chamber.
Do you want to try and talk to him? I saw the druid talking to the oxen.
Well, I mean, I guess you can try.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so what are you doing, Minnie?
I wanna sneak in front and use speak with animals again.
Okay. Okay, so you're right up, and the wolves are they're like snapping, and like you're gonna have to get like, how close do you have to be to use this?
I don't think I have to be. I can hear them.
It's just applied to themselves. It's not like a radius.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can just hear what they're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So yeah.
Hi. How are you?
Meat. Did you bring meat?
Do I have any meat on me?
I know a place we can get some.
Yes, we do.
Snap! He's at the end of his chain. He's snapping. He's pissed.
Okay.
That's what they're all just like screaming meat.
Looks over at Monk.
Do I have meat in my base pack?
We have two goblins at the entrance of the cave.
I was thinking the goblins.
Oh, bummer! They've decomposed already. Oh, they must respawn elsewhere. No, I'm just kidding. That's fine. Hey.
We left the areas of the de-rendered.
Exactly. Yeah, you went around the corner. Okay, so you want to go. This is getting macabre. So you're gonna go back to these corpses, and you're gonna like cut the toe off.
Why don't we just toss them, the goblins? We don't have to be weird about this.
Taking back a leg.
Goblins? Like, I was thinking we could like cut off one of their toes or something. Did they really need them?
Yes.
How far in is this opening?
How far into the cave? Like
yeah.
15, 20 feet.
Oh yeah, we could easily go and get one.
Oh yeah, you could if you want to go get a corpse, you could very easily go and grab a corpse.
So, I'm gonna turn around and be like, "Hey, go." Probably not old man. I guess old man. Old man, you can go too. Can you grab a goblin corpse and bring it back? They just want.
Oh
to see
yeah.
Right now. Yeah. Yeah.
He just brings them both back. They're skewered on his quarterstaff. He's carrying it over his shoulder.
It's a kebab.
Okay, so you go and grab these two corpses, drag them back in, and you just toss them in, throw them to the wolves.
Yeah. Throw them to the wolves.
They just voraciously tear these goblins apart. Like within 30 seconds, there's nothing left but, patches of armor, bone.
You could market this.
Tell them if they be quiet, we'll bring them all the goblins in the cave.
Well, do we know that there was more goblins in the cave?
This is a goblin hideout.
Okay.
Do we know that?
Well, there were goblins hiding out.
The name keeps sticking in my head, apparently.
What name?
I already forgot.
God damn it, Cuddy Flag! I gave you a vital piece of information. The name it's Cragmaw. Its name's echoing in your head. Yeah.
Of crags.
Have you told us that though?
I believe we're in Cragmaw.
I'm in Cragmaw. I have a song about this.
Wait, the Cragmaw.
The song goes like, "There's a place named Cragmaw, and if you go there, you're Madmaw. It's the home of the goblins, and you will leave their soblins. You're only an idiot if you go to Cragmaw." That's the song.
Is it really?
It's more of a rap.
How are you so good at this?
Cragmaw.
One of those newfangled songs.
So yeah, there'll be more goblins. We bring them more meat if they shut up.
Yeah, do you? We can bring you more of that if you let us through.
All right, let me just check something really quickly here.
You can do a charisma roll.
These wolves are stupid. They're dumb, right? They have one speed. It's eat and kill.
Okay.
They're still snarling, and they are, however, less angry than they were before. But you still get the sense that they're still very dangerous.
Don't you think there's more to life than just eating?
No, we're so hungry. They never feed us on time.
But if we go in there, we can kill some stuff and bring it back for you, and we can set you free then.
The top wolf.
Do what you want.
The top wolf. He's like struggling against the chain. Sorry, hang on. And then Fshsuit makes a roll. So many windows open over here, you guys. That is okay. He struggled against it. The chain held.
Oh boy. I want to take the hilt of my scimitar and bop him on the head to try to get his attention and make sure he knows I mean business.
Okay. I don't know. What would you even roll for that?
I don't know.
You're kind of you're almost like initiating with a creature that can't attack you. I mean,
1d20 plus bop.
Animal
plus bop. Yeah, I feel like that comes down to animal handling.
Is animal handling? Don't druids have a thing for that, or is that?
Yeah.
Am I thinking?
I mean, I have a proficiency for it.
Oh, okay.
But what's
do you want to
animal handling based off of? I'm assuming
wisdom.
Wisdom, yeah.
Okay.
And so is this a spell now? Handle animal?
Oh, animal handling is a skill.
It's a skill. Okay.
This is attempts to get them under control.
Gotcha. Okay.
So just chill the fuck out.
Sure. So make a animal handling check.
If.
So what do you do? I mean, what?
I wanna use one of my luck to re-roll that.
Okay.
Fuck.
Well, I'm just asking, like in the context of animal handling. What is your character doing? What do they do in order to handle this animal?
I'm booping him on the.
You booped him on the snoot, and that was your animal handling.
Booped him on the snoot, and I'm like, listen here, you little shit. We'll get you more meat if you stop being a bitch about it. Let us through, and we'll get you more meat.
The wolf that you booped on the snoot tucks his tail between his legs, stops snarling, and then the others back down as well, and they're placated and calm.
I don't know what you did, but it seemed to work.
I'm gonna confidently start walking through them and be like, "We'll be back with meat."
Yeah, they let you. They are subdued, so you can move deeper into this. Section of the cave now. Let me reveal some more of this, so you can kind of see the back of the cave. So, is anybody? Are you going back there to check that out, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was waiting for them to tear him apart when he had his back turned.
Yeah, and everybody's able to move into this. They're cowing to you. One's showing his belly. He's like, "You're the alpha." Yeah, but they're you complete your animal handling check after having fed them meat, calmed them down. Otherwise, you would have failed the DC. So, congrats on that. You fed them and placated them. So near the back of this cave, a narrow opening in the east wall leads to a natural chimney, and you kind of can see up the chimney and this natural kind of chute almost. You can see that it's about 30 feet, 30 feet up. And at the base, kind of where you are looking up, it's all like garbage. It's discarded chicken bones and, empty wineskins and just a bunch of like shit, for lack of a better word. It's been tossed down here. So you can kind of suss out that this is some sort of a garbage chute. But it's 30 foot. It's fairly vertical. It's almost completely vertical, very narrow. What do you do?
You guys want me to take a look?
Go for it.
You're gonna climb up the shit chute.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna go first on this one because if you fall, I'm gonna get crushed. And I'm a little small to fit you guys.
Okay, so you want to start climbing up?
Yeah.
Okay, I need you to make a strength athletics check.
Okay.
You kind of like start to clamber up and then slide back down. Couldn't quite get your footing. It's pretty the chute is pretty vertical. There's not a ton of handholds.
I don't think this is the way forward.
Well, do you see any other way?
Yeah, back the way we came.
Missed upper arm day.
I want to try again.
GH skipped arm day.
I skipped arm day.
Go for it.
I'm gonna do it again. I want to try. Boom! What's this, easy mode?
Sure. With a 19, you manage to get up about 10 feet, and you find like kind of a good handhold. So you're 10 feet up.
This is like getting over it. This game that is totally not within this realm. I've heard of it.
Chimney. It's a fucking chimney.
You're gonna get something thrown down at you.
While she's doing that, I'd like to keep an eye out at the door or at the entrance.
Okay. Once you can move your guy over there.
Well, one of the
more like
wolves
the
let me
ice
pet
dog.
it.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. These wolves are
Right.
like. You can pet the doggo in my game, Cunning Fox.
I'm just gonna be petting the doggo while I
Okay.
wait for this to resolve itself.
Booshy, booshy, boo, boo. Booshy, boo, 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 boo.
Can I see any further, like, along?
You can see the top. It's 10 feet closer. That's it.
Okay. I'd like to try again.
Okay.
Try and score you further up.
It's gonna hurt when it falls.
I'm gonna try to prep to catch her.
I got a 16.
16, you scamper 10 feet further up. You're now 20 of the 30 feet of your way up.
Can I see anything else?
No, and I'll tell you one of the reasons why you can't see very much right now is because it is pitch dark. You don't have dark vision.
Oh, well. Yeah, and I don't imagine scampering with a torch.
Yeah, you have the torch in your mouth.
You don't know light, do you?
No.
Was that you trying to get up more, GH?
Yeah.
You just can't seem to find your way up. You can't find the handholds for this last 10 feet.
I'd like to try again.
Okay. Okay, you get to the top.
Okay, good.
You're at the top of this area.
Can I tie a rope anywhere that like I can feel? Like a stalactite or stalagmite?
Yeah, you can. Yeah. There's an area up here where you can tie a rope, and it'll lead downward.
All right, I would like to tie a rope
Okay.
and throw it at them and stick my tongue out at them.
Me. Okay, so there's a rope hanging down here now. And so you're in a room here. GH, and there's luckily for you, there is a fire burning in this room.
Oh, thank God.
And you got up here, you're a halfling, so we'll hand wave a little bit that you are kind of hiding up here at the top of the chute. And you can see into this room. Oops, let me try to... I just gotta do like little stuff here so I don't reveal too much. Actually, let me do a little bit of prep here. Okay.
Sorry.
Delicious.
Before, I'm not going to reveal this to you right away. I'm just going to read you some of this, what you can see in this room. So along the outside of this room, sacks and crates of looted provisions piled up in the south end of the cave. So you can see dim firelight, right? It's still pretty dark in here. There's just one fire burning in the very middle of this large cavern. It's 50 feet across or so. It's 50 by 40 or so. And to the west, the floor slopes to a narrow opening that's where you are. You're at the west, into the narrow opening that descends into the darkness. A larger opening leads north, and a set of natural stone steps. The roar of falling water echoes beyond. And in the middle of the cavern, large coals fire smolder. And in this room, around the fire, closest to you, you see the backs of two goblins. And across from them, give me like a knowledge, like a nature check.
Nature check. All right. Also.
7. Okay. So across the fire from the backs of these two goblins, you see just a hulking, hairy beast, thick eyebrows, thick beard, long pointing ears, and he is just brutish. He's very large, size of like 2 to 3 goblins, and next to him, he's just softly stroking the fur of a giant wolf. Not a giant wolf, but a large wolf, larger than the ones that are in the cavern that you just came from.
Oh boy.
Damn it.
I would like to face towards where I dropped the rope, aka
Okay.
where the guys are coming up, and just go.
Okay. And so Vlor's still kind of checking out the entry there and make sure nobody sneaks up on you. Cunning Fox is, I don't know, handing out bacon strips, and
I'm still petting dogs.
I
Oh,
is down at the bottom of the chimney, just kind of like trying to see if he needs to catch you as you're falling down.
The rope doesn't go all the way down?
It does, yeah. No, you have. I'm
just
sure
have
somebody
enough
has 30 foot of hempen rope that you've
Oh,
laid
God.
down.
I'm gonna put that torch in my mouth.
Oh,
Fucking
God.
climb that rope.
Okay.
You're not gonna let them know.
They're like, I'll call out before I do. Yeah.
Didn't we have a
Hey,
bigger party when we got here?
Hey.
You know what the best thing about D&D is, guys? Splitting the party.
Never split the party.
Well, you've just split the party.
Am I up the rope without a problem?
No, you have to do checks. It's a little easier because the rope is there, but you still have to make it.
This is an acrobat.
He has the torch.
Right.
He does have the torch, Negamir.
It's athletics, I believe.
Athletics.
Yes.
Let me just subtract 1 from my score.
He has the torch.
Oh, get wrecked.
All right,
Apparently
Wow.
19 minus 1 is 20.
you scamper up 10 feet.
So that was supposed to be an 18,
Oh.
not a 20.
I don't think we ever
Uh-oh.
told Megamir minuses might be
Oh,
possible.
wait. Here. What if I do this? Okay,
Well,
that
that
works.
works.
Properly.
That's
I'm
Oh,
taking
okay.
a first roll though. Because,
Yeah, of course.
I like that IRL mini is really just like knows plus minus.
All right, so you're 10 feet up. You got the torch in your mouth. You're hanging on to this rope.
Okay. Gonna do it again.
Okay, you scamper up 10 feet further. GH, make a... I mean, like, you're kind of behind
Yeah.
You're
So
kind of up
you
here. I
still
mean,
want me to
you're
do
within
stealth?
proximity of these guys. Like, yeah, I want you to make a stealth roll to just remain stealthy up here, because you're kind of like signaling down. You're kind of glancing over your shoulder at this room full of goblins and this creature that you don't quite recognize. Ooh, I rolled good.
Yeah, I'm not worried.
You notice the wolf sniffing at the air. He looks
But I rolled a
uneasy.
22. Why is it so sneaky?
It can smell you.
He can smell you.
Should have taken more time to wash off your feet.
Fed, thank you so much for the raid, dude. Thank you so much for the raid. Let me summarize for everybody coming in on this huge raid from Federal Ghost. Let me summarize what's happening. Our adventurers have made their way to this goblin hideout. Cunning Fox thinks it's called Cragmaw Hideout. Thinks he's heard of it before. They went into the cave and they settled down these 3 snarling wolves, and then Gamer Barduin, our bard, climbed up sort of a natural chimney that's being used as a garbage chute, and she's at the very edge of this room that has 2 goblins, a large creature that she's not quite sure what it is, and a big wolf, and the wolf just looks uneasy. He's not laying head down on the ground anymore. He's looked up. He's sniffing at the air, and our druid, high as fuck, making his way up the chimney right now on the rope. Our monk keeping watch at the mouth, and then our paladin is just petting a good boy. Okay, so you made it 20 feet up. You have one more check to make it up there.
Oh boy.
I want to say something, but I'm just gonna let you guys figure out why this is a bad plan.
Federal Ghost,
Just rubbing.
thank you guys so much for the
Nat 20.
subs. Natural 20. Okay, you get up there. You're up there with GH. The difference between you and GH is that you are holding a bright, burning torch. So as soon as you make your way up to the top here, the torch is now visible, and everybody in the room, record scratch, looks around at you, at the bard. Roll for initiative.
Oh fuck.
This is why I said this was gonna end poorly.
And now, I was holding out hope, you guys. I was holding out hope that you would just be like, "Whoa, I'm gonna piece the fuck out of here." Gamer Heroine, the entire session so far has been like, "I'm gonna piece the fuck out of here," and then she goes into the room.
Well, that's a challenge, you know? That's different.
Fucking halflings, man.
Oh
This
fuck.
they get going and they just get keep going.
Like that famous song, "No Thanks." You know, sing by Gamer Barduin.
Only people in the game can make the rolls. Sorry, lag. Let me clear out this initiative and start a new one, and let me roll. I'm gonna roll for the goblins as 1. That is a 17 for the goblins. And we will roll for... Ooh, natural 1. My he's going last. And then the wolf is a... 21 for the wolf. So wolf is going to go first. And that makes sense because he smelled you, right? He knew that somebody was up there. Something was going on. So we will give him a turn. GH rolled a 15, so then it'd be goblins. What do you called down the chute? Oh shit! You guys roll for initiative! Like, you guys are...
Oh shit, get up here!
What do you mean, get up here?
You come down here.
Oh my god! They're horrifying!
I'm not helping them.
Did you guys roll for initiative down there?
Plan. I have such a good plan.
I'm excited.
Kill
for
them
it.
and stuff their bodies down the chimney?
Well, I don't get to go yet, and I won't metagame, so.
Okay, so I'm gonna make sure I have everybody here. So it's Wolf, Goblin, Arlen. Hey, new gamer, thank you so much for that follow. Welcome to the fish tank. Azrael. Oh wait, I didn't get. What was yours, GH?
Mine was 15.
15. So you would go right after the wolves,
Mm-hmm.
or sorry, right after the goblins.
Minnie had an 11.
15, 11 for Minnie, which would be right after GH, and then Vlor, and then right, and then Vlor, and then Arlen, and then Vlor, Arlen, Clark. Okay. So the wolf goes first, and you guys are kind of right at the edge there. Let's see. I should be able to scoot my patoot over there. 25 feet. And that's no problem. So the wolf just sniffs. Light comes up over the edge. He's up on his feet. He's running. And he runs over to... I guess it would be kind of the opposite here, wouldn't it? You just came up. Gamer Bardowin was already up, and so the wolf runs over to Gamer Bardowin, and let me just take a look here. No, okay, and attacks with a bite.
Oh boy.
21 to hit.
Oh no, my AC is 14.
Okay.
Wait, what are you wearing?
Light.
Oh, what are you wearing?
It's very intrusive.
Well,
Well, hello.
is leather armor only +1?
I believe so. I had it written down before, but then I erased it after we figured out everything.
I have it down as leather armor is 11 plus dex.
Okay.
11 plus dex.
Yeah,
my...
11. Yeah, alright.
Yeah, I mean, we can fix it, but I think in any case I would have hit you with that. It was like a 21 or 22. You take 7 points of damage.
Oh, I was thinking of Pathfinder leather armor. Let's do it there.
I shouldn't have spoke to two different animals. Looking back, that was a poor choice.
That might have burned through a lot of spell slots.
Man.
Okay, both goblins get to go now. This goblin... Oops. Hello? This guy here
She's gonna fall.
is going to take out his short bow and take a shot at I, who he can see the best because he's holding a fucking torch. Alright. And he takes... Natural 1. So another thing with the critical fumbles and the criticals themselves is that only a named character is going to confirm these rolls. So this is just a fumble. He misses. He's big. He's just like so surprised. He's just like, what the fuck? This guy's coming out of the trash chute. Just fires over your head. It's like not even. There's nowhere close to you at all. And the next one does the exact same thing. Shooting an eye. That's a 20 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt.
And he does 4 points of damage. Gamer Bardowin, you were like, shh, come up here with that light source so that everything in this room can see us. And so he came up, and then he kind of saw the wolf sniffing, and then as soon As I made it up over the lip of this, the whole cavern on that side lights up from this torch, and the wolf charges at you. Takes a big chunk out of you. What do you do?
I grab Minnie's torch, toss it on the ground, grab his arm, and let's slide back down that chute. Get the fuck out of here.
Okay. Yes. Okay. So
I don't know
you.
what you want me to roll for. Get the fuck out of here. Drop that torch.
So you kind of knock it out of his hand. I mean, we can say that happened, right? You knock the torch out of his hand. Boom. You should easily be able to slide down this rope.
Well, am I too surprised to try to do a thorn whip to grab the nearest thing, which would probably be the wolf?
It is not your turn.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, but I'd like to pull Eyes Fuck with me, you know.
Would that be a grapple?
I don't know.
More or less is. I think is he resisting?
Do you consent? Do you consent to your bard grappling you?
I do. I consent.
I'm gonna. If it's above 10, I'm gonna consent. It's above 10. I'm too surprised.
Okay, you said it's above 10. You consent. So yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay, GH, you kind of grab him.
All together.
You grab her. You're like, oh, this was a huge mistake, and then you kind of zip line down. You're sliding down. It's easy. The rope is there. It's you're heading down, not up. So I don't need you to make any kind of checks or anything. And then I assume on your next turn you slide down as well. Go down the chimney as well. Okay. You can hear. Do you see the name of the wolf on here by any chance?
No.
Okay, just see the wolf. Okay, so you can hear the wolf at the tunnel opening. You hear the goblin. You kind of hear him like just chattering. You can't quite hear what they're saying. You hear like a deeper, more booming voice speaking to the goblins back and forth. But it doesn't really seem like they're not following you down this. You kind of scampered out of there. They were really surprised. They're more surprised by what happened than wanting to give chase down this tiny little chute. So you're actually able to make it back down there, and you're like, holy shit, you guys! GH is bleeding from the arm, just huge chunk taken out of her. Yeah, you were able to make it down there and disengage from this combat.
So what did you learn?
So there's a big wolfie up there and some goblins, and I don't know.
Minnie, can we do a nature check for me?
Oh, yeah, you get to see it.
Yeah.
Ow, 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 ow.
Oh, it smarts! Oh, it smarts! Oh, boy! Oh, I don't like looking at blood!
Oh, there's so much blood!
A nature check.
20, so in the brief, terrifying moments that you were at the top of this chute, you recognize that you recognize, of course, the two goblins, the wolf, and then standing by the fire as well was a large, hairy bugbear.
Oh, there's a fucking bugbear up there.
Oh, that makes sense.
What's a bugbear? Ow, ow.
I mean, you saw it.
Bugbears are cruel and unruly humanoids that live to bully the weak and dislike being bossed around. Despite their intimidating builds, bugbears move with surprising stealth and are fond of setting ambushes.
Oh boy.
Oh, fuck.
They also usually hang out with goblins because they can bully them easier.
What a bitch.
We could just leave.
This game sucks, you guys!
Fuck this, let's go back to the oxen.
Can you heal yourself?
Yeah. But this is my last spell slot, so if you guys get hurt, GG.
Uh-oh.
We've also lost the element of surprise.
Maybe we need to go, take a nap outside the cave.
You know where those dead goblins are? That was a nice little clearing.
We'll slice open a goblin and sleep inside for the night.
Just to clarify, you were
I
saying
think
we
they
should
smell
go
bad
out.
on the outside.
We should go to the goblin's own lookout post, where they will now post more guards because we killed the last one
Yeah,
and
I'm
camp.
in pain. I can't think straight.
of course.
Heal yourself and come up with a new plan.
What's wrong with that?
Okay, I heal
They will
myself.
find us. Why would they know?
We don't have much of an option at this point, because if we leave and come back, they're gonna put like a picket fence or something in front of the gate so we can't get in.
Is it going to be a white picket fence? Because I'm cool with that.
No, it's probably gonna have spikes on it.
Yay!
Maybe the two of us with the dark vision should sneak ahead a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't see that working either, but we could try.
I mean, they're going to be laying traps, so be real careful.
Okay, now that I'm no longer like bleeding everywhere, let's get the fuck out of here.
We can't leave.
Did you add your HP to your
Oh yeah, on the
avatar,
thingy.
please?
Sorry.
And do you only heal yourself with that spell?
Yeah, I can only heal myself. It's
Okay.
just a single person thing.
So we kind of gotta keep going, because if we leave and come back, they're gonna put traps everywhere, as they do.
But they already have. On the entire way here, there were traps.
Right, but you don't trap the inside of your own house, unless people are going to break into it.
Unless you're in a Home Alone situation.
Oh, he's got you there! Come on, Book Fairy, don't be so greedy. That's that's an inspiration right there.
You don't have to.
I'm waiting for the ruling. Unless it's a Home Alone situation. Alrighty.
Inspiration given.
Alright, there we go.
So if we leave and come back, we have time for them to set up the Home Alone situation. So we have to keep going now.
But paint bucket swings down.
Sure. I mean,
I agree. Our best bet's to head now.
Okay.
last surprise, we might as well just keep going. I guess. Miss Bardowin, do you want to just chill in the back with me since we are, well, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, so you're gonna proceed then down the hallway here.
Yeah, we'll just have to stick close together.
I'll be third in line.
I'll go in
I'm
front
following
again.
a little bit behind.
Also, you guys don't have any light anymore.
So, yeah, what happened to the torch?
I threw it on the ground.
Why?
Here, I'll
The
let
wolf's
you
eating
I
it.
threw it on-
That was my only torch!
That torch has been in my family for 300 years.
So to clarify, you
There's
climbed
still a
up
rope up there if you want
you
to
climbed up
get
a
it.
garbage chute, tied a rope, got bitten by a wolf, and then threw a torch at them.
I think that's a pretty good summation of everything that just happened.
I don't see that there's anything wrong with that.
I can see a lot wrong with that. Here. I light one of my torches and hand it to them. Don't throw this one.
All right, so you have a lit
Okay.
torch then.
Thanks.
Okay.
The other one was slobbery anyway.
The main passage of the cave mouth climbs. Were you talking about the other torch that was in your mouth?
Yeah.
Nyam nyam. I thought that was an edible.
You used that for how many years? You stuck that in your mouth?
Oak and sweat.
Coke and sweat.
Oak and sweat. But I mean, if it tastes like Coke.
I mean, it's just adding on to your buzz, right?
The main passage from the cave mouth climbs steeply upward, the stream plunging and splashing down its west side. In the shadows, a side passage leads across the stream to the left. And you guys up front here, and I'll ask you to move your characters here in just a second. You guys up front with the dark vision notice above the stream is a rope bridge. Rickety bridge of wood and rope crossing over the passage ahead. Another passage intersects this one, 20 feet above the floor.
Oh, shit.
Looks like a good place to ambush.
Mm-hmm. What's that other path there?
So the path to the west?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it looks like it maybe at one point was some very steep stairs, but through the passage of time, it's now basically rubble. It's difficult terrain. It's a steep upward climb in difficult terrain over rocks and boulders and loose stone.
Well, into the obvious trap we go.
Maybe that path leads up.
Probably, but do you want to try to... Can we climb that?
You could try.
This path, it's that way.
There's this rope down a chute.
You want to try that one?
You guys want to go back up that chimney? That was really fun.
We could. With all four of us, we could fuck them up.
You're a wizard,
That's
Waffle
the last
Cone.
thing
Gotcha.
They're expecting, right?
How many people do you think can fit at the top of that opening at one time?
The
best.
Yeah, the opening to the west. Yeah, it's almost basically going to be single file because you're going to have to really find your footholds and stuff. It's not easy. It's not going to be easy. You can attempt it, but it's not easy.
I wonder if they're still in there.
I say we make like the water.
Yeah, they could have run to catch us on the other side. It could be empty.
Okay, Vlor and Cunning, in the front with your dark vision. Give me a perception check, please.
Get out of the water.
15.
Just stop playing with the
Vlor.
water.
Splish splash! Okay, Cunning, you, with your 15, see on this bridge a goblin. And he, because of your torch that your compatriots are carrying, also sees you.
I hate torches.
And
Look,
he
I'm a human. Calm the fuck
sees
down.
you, and you see him, and you have one of those awkward moments where you're just like, and then he skitters off into the darkness.
Fuck. Hear me out. We could still go the other way. Because now he's gonna go tell everyone we're coming this way.
I think that's a good idea.
You're both going to get yourselves killed.
Did he skitter across the bridge or the other way?
He skittered to the east. So he was standing on the east side, and he went, and yeah, exactly right, into the east there.
I don't know how we made this so bad so quickly. It's impressive, honestly.
You're welcome. It's because I can talk to puppies.
I'll see that saved her. Yeah, actually, we wouldn't have gotten into this.
We wouldn't have.
Suddenly,
Or, hear me out.
you hear the passage ahead of you. Just beyond the bridge, you can see a huge tidal wave of water all coming at you. It was just a huge rush of water filling the whole passage, the path, the stream, everything coming at you. What do you do?
Can I make
try to
a
run
quick-
back into the wolf hole.
Okay, so this happens basically in a half a round, Cunning. This is like 3 seconds you have to react. So you're saying you move back like here?
Yeah, I'm trying to get us into this area, hopefully.
Okay, you cannot make it. You make it to the foot of the steps.
All right, cool.
Gamer
I'd
Heroin.
like to try and
Vor.
I'd like to try and make it up into this this area over here.
Split the party.
Fuck.
Okay. Gamer Heroin.
I'd like to go backwards because I can't see that shit. So.
Okay. Yep. You
That's
see
all
you
we
back
can
up. That's fine. And then I.
I'm going back as well because I can't climb with a torch.
Okay, so you're basically like all like climb. Hey, get out of the way! Hey, no, me first. 3 of you in there. So the 3 of you who are trying to get back to the steps, please make a dexterity saving throw.
I put a space again.
You sure did.
One day I won't do that.
20. Cunning Fox, make it. You clamber onto the steps. Water rushes by. GH makes it just barely. Just you use your little halfling luck. You're doing a little parkour and you make it up to the steps.
Bye.
I'm gonna use one more of my luck to roll again.
Okay.
Oh god.
12. You made it. You made it. Vlor, I need you to make a DC. Need you to make a athletics check, please.
Oh.
You're trying to climb up this kind of rubbly area.
Oh no.
You try to clamber up, Vlor. You're an old man. You're carrying a stick. Your foot slips on some loose gravel, and whoosh, you are picked up by this tidal wave and dragged out, all the way out to the mouth of the cave in this tidal wave, tumbling, as my great aunt used to say, ass over tin cups. And you take 5 points of damage.
Oh, and I'm unconscious again.
What'd I say about a long rest?
I'm down
What did I say?
Okay, everybody else is okay. They made it.
Okay. They can't do that again. There's no way they can do that again. If they can, we can't beat this anyway, so we should leave. But there's no way they can do it again.
Yeah.
I'll
Did we see him go by?
Yeah, you hear just as the tidal wave passes, the stream calms back down, the water recedes from the path.
Okay.
I have made a new song. It was inspired by what?
Oh, wow.
All right.
Floor is no more. He was good to his core. Now he is dead. He was made of lead. Now Floor is dead.
Oh. Not like
Okay,
this.
rhyming.
Who's Floor?
I keep saying Floor.
Who is Vlor? I actually have his name as Vlor on the stream because he said he was going to change his name, so I would have to change that after this.
Should we go check?
Yeah.
Hey, Azrael's body, how are you?
Hello?
I'll walk out and use all my lay on hand points to bring him back up to 5.
Okay.
Oh.
Cunning Fox over him. Rub-a-dub-dub. Thanks for the grub, and gives you 5. All right, so back up.
Like a high five?
Back to it gives you 5, and then you come back to life.
You're gonna need to stop doing that.
Okay. Yeah. So here we are, back at the mouth of the
I'm
cave.
alive.
Well,
The drowning ham meme comes to mind.
I'm not
so,
dead.
So your magic people are out of their slots.
Yup.
Okay.
Or-
There's
I told
some
you this is my
big shit
favorite
up there.
path in this cave. It's out.
Should we? Do you want to go back in? Laura, how you feel?
Well, it's not worth the 10 gold.
How did Vlor survive for 600 years? He died twice in the last half hour.
Okay. We give it a night. Then
Give
we
it a
go back
night.
in.
Give it a night. Should we back up and go a little bit along the trail and spend the night.
You said there was a bunch of boards that they used to make the lookout post?
Yeah, in this area that you killed the 2 goblins when you first got here, some of this brush is kind of tamped down, so it's sort of like it's a blind. They've created a little bit of a blind here that they can easily see out.
Would it be
Let's dismantle
possible?
that shit.
Oh yeah, would it be possible for us to rip that up and use it to try to temporarily seal off the cave entrance?
Yeah, I mean, you could spend a few hours making like a makeshift barricade and kind of set it up there. It's not going to be, like you could kind of push through it. It's a few goblins could tear it apart. It's not going to be like a vault.
Basically, we need enough time for the watch person to know this is happening and wake everyone up. So a couple rounds is perfect.
You could create that. You can make it. You could even make it so that like maybe it's it would make noise or something like that. Do you have any kind of? You could hang some like metal, any kind of metal you have to it, so that if anybody's shaking it or doing something like that, you could. It could like an early warning alarm type system. Yeah, you could spend a few hours doing that, and it is getting near the end of the day now. I mean, you've been. This is all taking place within the span of a day, so it is definitely the sun is setting, and but you can spend some time doing that to give yourself like an alarm system over the mouth of the cave.
We set up camp over here and set up a barricade/alarm system at the entrance. And...
I'm also gonna write "fuck you" with a rock on the scratch it into the boards.
You guys are mean. They're so mean in there.
On the bright side, I mean, worst case scenario, we could siege them and just starve them out.
Jesus.
We told the dogs we were gonna feed them. I can't do that.
Thank you guys.
Probably drown.
Thank you guys for tuning in to episode 20. We are still in the siege of Cragmaw Hideout. We're gonna starve them out.
I think we
They
should
can
go
eat the
before the
wolves, so
trap.
it would take a while.
I think we should hike down the hill. And like before that first trap that we saw, because we're gonna want to set up a camp where it's drenching wet. We're gonna wanna, like, dry our clothes and stuff.
Vlor's died several times today. Like,
we need a campfire.
I just need 4 hours.
Problem is, if we leave too much distance, then they can sneak out and attack us.
Yeah.
But they're less likely to find us if we hike all the way back down the hill.
If we're sitting in their path.
Let's go check on the oxen,
They're probably just in there doing their fucking Home Alone thing.
Yeah, they're probably setting up traps. We set up traps on the other side.
We don't even need to set up traps. We just make our barricade and then hang out and get our shit back and in gear.
I mean, we could take a short rest.
I don't think a short rest gets any spells back for us.
Yeah, you wouldn't get your spells back.
We're not a short rest party.
I would heal up.
Yeah, you would heal. You would heal, but none of your casters would get their spells back.
Alright, so
I think I will compromise and say I am willing to set up a barricade, even though I think it's dumb as fuck.
No,
it's I as fuck. Hey! He finger guns you. She finger guns you.
Dumb as fuck.
Pew pew pew. Okay, so you set up your barricade. It has some early, kind of warn. Like if somebody tries to, basically anything happens in this barricade, you'll hear it, right? And so, do you have somebody assigned to like, you sleep in shifts tonight, that kind of thing? Do you have a campfire?
Sleeping quarter chefs and just make sure that somebody's always watching the barricade.
Okay.
Or at least within hearing distance of it.
Okay, cool. And I'm sorry. Go ahead.
As long as I get my 4 hours of meditation first, I can stay up for the rest.
Just like so, and it's after Wheel of Fortune, so you can definitely go to bed. Oh, Wheel's over. It's time for sleep, mother. Okay. Oh, we just lost.
Arlen inspiration because of the barricade idea.
GH, we lost your camera. Did we lose you completely? Oh no. Oh, okay.
No, I'm here. I hit a button. When I coughed, I tried to hit my mute button, and it's also my back button.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, you'll rejoin here in a second. Okay. We before this campaign started, everybody rolled and got a special trinket. What was your trinket?
I got a nightcap that causes pleasant dreams.
Cool. So when you go to sleep tonight, you have an idea what it looks like? I mean, you're a druid, so maybe it's like leaves and stuff like that. Like,
Well, I mean, I found it on the side of the road. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I just happened to be like, yeah, this seems okay. Why would somebody get rid of this? Because I'm a fucking hermit. So
cool.
I'm gonna put that on. It's a little dirty and gonna crawl.
It's like it's like mossy. It doesn't smell bad, but it smells like outside, like forest floor.
I smell like flowers.
You smell like flowers?
I smell like flowers.
Okay.
Thank you.
So you guys were actually able to make it through the night. It was uneventful. You were able to camp out here with no issues. Nobody disturbed your barricade. So you get your appropriate hit points back. You get your spell slots back. You were able to all get a long rest. You slept in shifts. You're very cautious. Maybe some fitful sleep, but I as fuck slept really good because of this nightcap. And when you wake up in the morning, you're waking up, you stretch, and you feel something under your nightcap.
Okay. Lift it up.
You lift it up, and you're kind of sitting up, maybe in your bedroll, and you're sitting up, and you lift your cap up, and a single looks like a little a berry falls out of your nightcap. Will you roll a knowledge knowledge nature, please?
Okay.
Yeah, you don't know. It's just like this little berry just fell out of your nightcap. Do you maybe like
have a color?
That's a great question. Let me just look up some colors here. It's like a dark purple color. Dark purple.
That's ominous.
Do you tell the others or?
Nah.
No, you just keep it to yourself. Pocket it.
Yeah, dark purple. Berry?
Yeah, a berry.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. So everybody's back. GH still says you. GH, do you guys get all of your health back? You and I and Gamer Bardwin should all have full health. Is it full health, or what do you get back for a long rest?
A long rest is full.
Full. Okay, I thought so.
I feel good. Let's go kill Collie McCulkin.
What?
I mean,
you slip on some micro machines on the way on the first step in. Okay. So we heading back into the cave then?
Yeah.
You guys should see what's up that chimney, huh?
It's a really interesting chimney.
yeah.
You should keep an eye out for the water.
Do we still have the second goblin, or do we give them both?
You fed them both. You dragged both the bodies in and fed them.
Also, do you think the puppy survived a flood?
Yeah, because you.
So I hope so.
Yeah, it's a chamber that has those steps up, and so that's where you guys were able to be dexterous enough to get up into that higher area, so you avoided being swept away by the water. It just passed you by there.
Let's
Okay,
not
maybe
go that way again.
who's got the high? Who's really athletic here? Because I think we're gonna have to maybe avoid this water thing again.
If they can do that water thing again, I'll be incredibly impressed.
Okay, you get to go first.
I vote, instead of splitting the party, hear me out. A scout.
Yeah, that's what it.
Scout.
All right, which one of you is good at sneaking?
Scout it on out. Sorry.
Well, I'm suggesting the scout trigger that shit and then run back.
Let's just alright. Let's just start walking into the cave.
Sacrificial scout.
Okay.
It's like, they can't do it again. I promise.
So
well, now that let's be a bit more sneaky this time.
Not possible.
Yeah, we barricaded. There's no sneaky.
They know we're coming.
Okay.
Fuck them.
They know we're human.
I mean, we can-
Are we?
I mean, you guys can try sneaking all you like. I am wearing a full set of metal armor.
Well, you know what? I will inspire you with my songs, and so that's
Then-
my real armor.
That will also hinder our ability to sneak.
Okay, so is it just Arlen that's in here now then, or?
I don't know. Is there water?
Yeah, there's water in the stream passing you by.
Is there rushing water?
Tumbles down. You don't hear. I mean, you hear the sound of like a waterfall. And that same like rumbling sound. It's kind of permeates all the caves. You can hear that water echoing everywhere. It's like a thunderous water, but it's not close.
Okay, I would like to be more prepared to run away if we hear the roar again.
Okay, so yeah, yeah.
I am
Like,
completely
looking where I would-
convinced that they will not do it again. So I will just boldly walk forward.
Okay, as you walk forward, you
My
see the
legs
goblin
are-
up here. You see the same goblin, and he sees you,
You got another one in ya.
and then he runs back to the east.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
I would like to run outside.
I would,
Okay.
I'm gonna just.
I'm
Are you gonna
jump
alert us
over
of
here.
that?
I'm sorry? You just ran back east.
Alan.
yeah, that same goblin was there again.
Okay. I'm gonna hang out over here for a moment, and we're gonna see what happens.
Ah, shit.
You look around the corner, you see a huge wall of water coming down. Gamer Bardwin, she's fucking hightailed it out of the cave. She ran. She ran
Okay, bye.
the hell out. Ezreal ran up the stairs, so did I. They were out of there fucking as soon as he knew. But look who it is. Mr. They can't do this twice. They did it twice. And Arlen, I believe that you said you really charged very confidently forward, chest puffed out. What do? You have a couple of options, but I will say that you cannot from here make it back to the stairs.
This time I'll try to scramble up the path the old man failed on last time.
Okay, make a make a athletics check, please.
That's fair enough, game. Actually, wait, I have inspiration, don't I?
Yes, you do. Using Cunning Fox, already using his inspiration.
There we go.
18. You scramble up, and you manage to find a hold as the water whoosh, rushes past
I'm
you.
gonna yell, "I told you so!" over the room. Told you so!
This doesn't seem physically possible.
Well, they can't do it twice, you guys. I'll lead the way.
I'm so glad I didn't listen to you. I saw him run over and I ran for it.
I do have an intelligence of 8. You'll forget.
Oh my god. Is it like kind of gone now? Like the
Yeah, stream is back to normal. Cunning, you're able to kind of let go of your hold and get back down into the stream, and everybody else is. You guys can make your way up. So now you can see this bridge. The goblins, he's gone. He ran off to the east. He has not returned. You see this bridge. It's about 20 feet above the passage, and you can see these two passages leading off of either side of the bridge as well. It's like I said, the bridge is wood and rope, and you find yourself sort of, near underneath this bridge. And passage continues on. You can't really see much beyond there.
Alright, well, I clearly don't understand how they're doing that, so maybe we should get out of this path.
You want to try to climb up this difficult terrain and throw down a rope?
Sure.
So let me also say that the terrain that Cunning is on, he was able to kind of jump up and cling. but just in a metagaming sense, your athletics check would not have allowed you to climb.
So
Okay, so but you see the walls of this cave, like they're slick with spray from the stream, and you're in a cave, so it's a little dank and moist. But you think that you think about the word moist for a second, and then you think that you could probably with a decent enough attempt climb the wall.
Can
I'd
we
like
drive
to
a
look
wall
over
somehow?
it as fuck. I think the word moist is a pretty dank meme.
what?
Or pretty damp mean.
No, dank meme. You're
Yeah.
not questioning the
Damp.
word meme, but you're
Damp.
questioning the word
Damp.
Oh.
There you go.
It hurts. I thought you just misheard me. I'm so
No.
confused.
I heard you.
Damp comedian.
Damp.
This is a good time for me to mention that if you're in the stream right now, in the live Twitch stream, that we are doing a giveaway for some beautiful metal dice. You can enter using... Suddenly an ambulance drives in the cave. You can...
Whoa!
They pick up Vor and they take him to the old folks' home. Yeah. Oh no! Is there Jello? If you're in the stream right now, we are doing a giveaway. You can click on that link. There's several different ways to enter, and we're going to be doing that drawing in like less than a half an hour, you guys. So get in on that. It's beautiful dice there for giveaway. Okay, so you guys find yourself. I'm gonna just kind of scoot you up here. You're kind of up here near the bridge. You look at the walls. It doesn't look easy, but maybe if one of you makes it up, you could do your throw the rope down or something like that. You can also continue along the path. No indication that the goblin is up on the bridge at all anymore.
How far
I'd
does
like
it
to
look?
clamber up Grandpa with no warning to grab onto the bridge.
It's 20 feet up.
Oh, it's 20 feet? Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah. No.
We'd have to toss
short.
you.
Yeah, you'd have to toss me.
All right, so guys, how far do you think you could throw a halfling? That's what I should have asked the other day. That's what I should have been asking.
Now that's the plan. Everyone can get behind a good halfling toss.
Yeah. Okay, so I left my rope back there. Can we get... Do you have a hemp rope or something?
I
need
I
some.
do.
Oh, look
I
at
have
that.
one.
Okay, so I will
Okay.
take your rope. Who volunteers to throw me?
Are we legitimately considering this as an option right now?
Yes. Let's
Okay,
do
then
it.
I'll throw you.
Look, it's a 50-foot rope. How wide is the bridge?
The bridge is like 5 feet wide.
I'm gonna throw Jason.
Okay, so the
Okay,
smart thing
so-
to do would be to grab a stone, tie it to the end of the rope, and throw it.
Yeah,
But-
just throw it
Hear
over.
me
'Cause
out. Throwing me.
Well, I mean, throwing a rock up there.
Come on.
I'm gonna. Can I
Like
look for a rock?
Yeah, I mean, there's
Odds.
on that passageway to the west. There's definitely some rocks.
Like baseball-sized rock. I'm
Yeah.
gonna find
I've
a
also
nice
got a
one.
dart.
Oh yeah, and I have my crossbow too. We could tie that to the crossbow.
Oh, just
bolt.
shoot it off of your crossbow.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Cody Fox just shit himself. Just having a little fun. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna throw that.
We lost your cam. We lost your cam eye. I don't know if you knew that.
Oh no, I didn't.
You're
I
just
thought you
you're
did
just
on
polite,
purpose.
cat.
Yeah.
That's why I was meowing at you.
I wish you could set a GIF as your picture on here.
Okay, so we want to.
Right.
You're gonna kind of fashion like a rock on the end of a rope and toss it up over the
Yeah,
bridge.
No.
I'm just gonna toss it up and over because it's 50 feet. The rope's
That-
50 feet long. It's
Right,
gonna go
that's-
all the way over and drape across.
How much weight do you think that physically can hold?
The
Because
rock?
my armor weighs more than that weight.
Oh.
The bridge.
We'll just cut off one side of the bridge and you can climb up. I don't know.
Wait.
If we're
I have
gonna...
an idea. Plank of wood from earlier. Why don't we just like make a little slope thingy to climb up?
What?
We have planks from like our
Okay.
top of the cave.
It's not gonna take
So are you
long.
saying we tie the rope to the plank, throw the
No,
rope
she's
over
saying.
the
I think she's
bridge,
saying like
and then
build
use
a
it as
ladder.
a pulley to get you up?
No.
We could do that though.
I've got an idea. We can follow the path.
That's
Plus
novel. I
table.
go with that. That's so original.
You know, that's a great plan.
I still like the throwing me part, but you know that's fine.
Okay, so
I think we.
she's like, "Throw me,
Careful.
throw me, you pussies!"
Just throw me, forehead.
Just throw me, forehead.
Just throw the half forehead.
Okay, so we want to continue.
Halfling, is it a two head? Just throw me two head. Sorry. That was... Some of them don't land. It's okay. It seemed funny in my head. I shouldn't have said it.
Yeah, let's just you know,
Say
take
something
the attended path.
Okay, so you're moving along the path here, and just for sake of me, you know, being able to know where everybody is, you can just move your characters in their marching order.
I'd like to keep an eye on the bridge
Okay.
so that as we're going by, to make sure that nobody pops back out and tries to shoot us.
Okay. So you're keeping an eye behind, you're aware of what's happening back there. And your bard joining you.
You coming, Throuble?
Oh, did we lose her? Oh, no.
No?
Nope.
Hi.
Nope. I was sorry. I'm
You come
like
up?
killing up the back writing a song.
Sorry, texting.
Writing a song about my depression from not being thrown.
I wanted to be thrown. Okay, Arlen, Azrael, please make a perception check.
I got a 9.
I got a 22.
With your... I got a 22. I gotta imagine like a whistle through your teeth as you say that. Okay. This cavern... so you walk into the cavern, and then the rush of the waterfall is much louder here. It's actually almost... just you almost can't hear your footsteps on the floor. It's so loud. The waterfall is just pounding, and this is you get the sense that, you know, this is the rushing water sound that you've been hearing. So you see in front of you this cavern. It's filled with two large pools of water. Two large pools of water. That are very shallow. One's about halfway filled, and the other is almost completely empty. And so you see in front of them, in front of these pools, in the back, a narrow waterfall high in the eastern wall feeds the pools, and then they drain out the western end of the chamber to form the stream. There's low, sort of somewhat hastily built walls that's dams that serve as dams to hold the water in, and so you can suss out that that this is where the goblins have set up this sort of flood trap, and you managed to trigger that flood trap 2 times, but it takes a while for this water to fill back in, so they can't do this right away, and so you can see that the water is filled back in. And Vlor, with your 22 perception, you see in this cavern, which I'll reveal to you, 4 goblins. And they absolutely knew you were coming. And my friends, roll for initiative!
I'd also like to blow our cover with a song.
Absolutely. Well, the cover's already blown. They knew you were coming.
Okay, I'm gonna sing my song. I should have been thrown, but alas, my plan was blown. We continue along, I'm all but a pawn. I should have been thrown.
Okay.
I try to pick her up.
And don't
throw
worry,
her
I'm
down.
writing all this.
Improvised weapon. How much damage does a halfling do when thrown? It's like 1d4.
At least 1d4.
Uh,
Both.
Drain.
I'm gonna roll these in 2 sets of initiatives for these goblins.
But don't forget, that's only half damage. That's a much better use of that joke. Okay.
14. Ooh, and a 22. So these dudes in the front.
So if you're a halfling, does that mean you're half of a ling?
It means they're halfling. Like their mom was ling.
Half fling, and then you throw them.
Fling.
Fling. Fling. You know, that could be a song.
Just step on your own crossbow, Forehead.
Boy, your initiative rolls, you guys. Holy shit.
13.
6?
Yeah, 6 and a 2 6s out there? Yeah, Minnie got a 6 as well. So who has a higher, what is it? What do we look at? Who has a higher dex?
Dex.
Yeah.
I've got a +3.
+3.
That's you.
Okay, so it's going to be Azrael first, then Gamer Bardowins before. All the goblins get to go first, though.
Sweet.
Okay. Like I said, when we entered this cave system, it's not going to be exactly to scale, because otherwise it'd just be like, all right, the goblins line up one by one, and you murder them. I
like that plan, though.
This goblin steps... It's a 5-foot step up to Arlen and swings with his. Oh, these guys have scimitars. I thought it was a short sword for some reason. Swings with a scimitar.
Is that the same stat?
Probably. It's an 8 to hit.
No.
No. Okay. This guy moves up here and does the same. That is a 16 to hit.
No.
Misses. Hits you, but it ricochets off your chainmail. You don't take any damage. All right.
My AC is 18.
You're a bell.
This goblin is gonna kind of move up. He's sort of right on the water's edge, and he's going to take out his short bow, and he's gonna take a shot at. Azrael. That is a 16 to hit.
That it?
It hits for 7 damage.
Jeez.
Almost max. Almost max damage. Thunk! I hit you. And this goblin moves up here, also takes out his short bow and aims it at your leading paladin. That is a 20 to hit.
That will hit.
And you take 6 points of damage.
Holy fuck.
Boom, 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 boom. Goblins went. Arlen, you're up.
Byron?
I'm gonna try to smack one of the. I just reached for a die. That wouldn't help. I'm gonna try to smack a goblin in front of me.
Okay.
One.
That's in the cave wall?
Yeah.
Okay.
The one who's no clipping through the map.
Right, got it.
22
hits? Murder him.
God, I hope so. 9 damage.
Arlen, you murdered him. He's dead. He just absolutely dead. How would you like to kill him? How did you make your attack?
Just kind of side swat him right in the from his head is between the hammer and the wall.
Oh, just right up against the wall. Slides down, bloodstain down the wall. And did you want to make a move action?
I'll like move up so that other people can get in.
Okay, yeah, and there's room in here. You guys, like I said, it's not going to be. You don't have to be single file. You can get in here. Gamer Bardowin, what do you do?
I have a plan.
Like 5 miles away.
Your
Yeah, I
plan
was
so
making
far.
a song.
I tie a rope to a rock, and I
I'll climb up that.
and I
bridge.
throw myself over the bridge.
Tie the rope.
Oh
to
yeah,
your
I
leg,
can definitely make that. Okay.
and then
so-
to a rock.
and then I throw myself.
Exactly.
So I run up back here,
Okay. Yep.
and I heal using healing ward for 1d4 plus charisma modifier.
Wah, 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 wah. Healing word. That's what it sounds like. If you guys didn't know.
What's the word?
Heal.
Oh,
For five. There we go. Back up to 7.
Roll in.
And it is
D4s.
now your turn.
I will go against this guy,
All right.
and I'll hit him with the staff.
I just imagine you going quack like that,
Bad goblin. Bad.
like a fly swatter style, like
20,
20 to
does indeed hit.
whoo. Ba, ba, da, da, ba, ba, ba.
For 7 points of damage.
You murdered him. Outright. You guys are a party of killers. Just watch out for the waterfall, huh? And just for sake of uncluttering our map, we'll get rid of those two guys. Last in the initiative, you're up.
Well, I get a second attack, so I just needed to see how far I've moved.
Yeah, I would say that I'm not sure. So you've used like 5 feet of your movement. Yeah, I mean you could move up on this guy. I don't see a problem with that. He was kind of right up. You guys were walking kind of shoulder to shoulder there, and so you could use the rest of your movement to get up and this is an attack with your fist, right? Like you attack once with your staff
Yep.
and then once with your fists.
An unarmed strike.
Neat.
It's the only thing I can do.
It's like
Nate.
just missed him. He ducked out of the way. Okay, so now it's I. Sorry about that.
Thank God. 5, 10, 15. Good. Moving down here.
Yeah,
And,
you kind of sneak around the wall there and get more into the room.
I'm gonna do a thorn whip.
Whatcha?
What?
20 hits. For 6 points of damage. And I'm sorry, which one did you hit?
Sorry. How do I
The one that's
choose?
in melee with Azrael,
furthest
or
one. The
this
furthest one.
this guy? Okay, so this guy here.
Yeah, I want
this
to pull
guy
him
here.
closer to me too.
Okay, so you do 6 points of damage,
Mm-hmm.
and you pull him 10 feet closer.
Yep.
So we'll say you just kind of pull it right there. Okay, goblin in melee with the monk, had his short bow out, throws it to the ground, draws a scimitar, and makes an attack against everybody's favorite, soon to be dead, monk. Woo! That is a 23 to hit.
Oh fuck.
Don't kill me.
And you take, drum roll please, 3 points of damage.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, that's not so
Oh,
bad.
3's not bad.
That was a 1, wasn't it?
It was
I do have
a
proficiency
1 on
in
the
drum.
damage roll, yep. And he's going to use his as a bonus action. Goblins can use a ability called Nimble Escape, and so he is going to use his Nimble Escape to disengage with this melee that's happening right now, and use his full movement to let me just give a rough estimate of how far away he can move. Oh yeah, he can get wherever he wants. So he's gonna move real far back, like right about here, to disengage from that, and that's his move. Goblin that was thorn whipped is like whoosh, yank him forward. He takes a bunch of damage. He's in really bad shape. He's like the whip got him around the abdomen, so it's like flesh is torn there. It's bleeding. He's, like I said, he's in bad shape. Chucks his crossbow down, draws his scimitar, and takes a 5-foot step forward here to attack this wily high druid. That is a 15 hit.
Yep.
Hits. And you take 5 points of damage. All right. Steps up, hits you with the scimitar, slices you like right across the shoulder, like here down. Big gash there. Arlen, you're up.
Well, I definitely can't get to that guy in the back, so I'll guess walk up and hit this one.
When did you take damage?
Did you?
Oh, was
yeah,
it the first guy? Okay. So you step up to this thing.
guy.
Oh, right. Okay. So you step up to the goblin that it's in melee with I, and
Yes.
take a swing with your warhammer, which I'll say is my favorite weapon in D&D. An 8 misses. Believe it or not, you miss.
Shocking.
Gamer Bardwin.
I would like to go behind this rock.
It's kind of in the middle of a deep pool. This is where they were like reservoiring the water. This is where they were reservoiring the water.
Not
So
behind that rock.
if you want to swim out there, you can definitely try that. But it's deep enough where you would have to swim.
I hide behind this rock.
Okay.
So, like on that side, I guess?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm hiding here.
Hey, get out of my hiding spot!
I'd like to lean to one side of the rock and take a shot at this goblin.
At the closest goblin?
Just
Okay.
like lean around like,
Pew! Okay.
alright. Oh my gosh, switching computers. Eight.
I think an 8 still misses.
You miss! You miss.
I would like to use my inspiration.
Sure. All right. Inspirato out the window here on this attack. From now on, if you guys want to use your inspiration, you have to do it before the roll.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was.
And guess what? You missed anyway, you big nerd.
That's okay.
Wait,
I tried.
speaking of inspiration, can't bards just do that?
I didn't roll a 1.
Right, no, I mean, can't you give other people like a D4 and stuff?
Yeah. I keep not doing that because I don't feel like it.
Oh, okay. Alrighty. Yeah, I would heal you. I just don't feel like it, you know? It's always with the damage and the healing and the damage and the healing. It's the whole rigmarole.
Do it next time, maybe.
Azrael, you're up.
I'm hiding.
This is my hiding spot.
I will step up and take a hit at this guy.
All right, this guy's been real wily, right? Like, I did a ton of damage to him with a Thorn Whip, but he just can't quite bring him down. All right.
We'll hit him with a staff, and if that don't work, we'll
God,
try and punch
monks
him.
are so good. Monks get multi-attack right at level 1. That's nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's also died twice.
That's true. That's true.
Fortunately, you have good stats.
14 misses.
Ah!
Wow.
You missed. And do you still get the
will
second
try
attack
and-
even though you missed? Yeah, you still do, right?
Yeah, as long as I use the attack.
I
Gives
love
him a
monks.
stunning strike.
Oh, I can't wait for that.
I probably would have played one if.
20.
You hit him. You punched him right in the face. And let me just tell you, before you roll the damage, you killed him. You killed him. He didn't have any health left. He had 1 HP after that Thorn Whip.
Ah, damn it.
1 HP. You're up.
Okay. Well then. He's how far out? Too far. Go just on the other side of this rock. Oh, it was 30 feet from there?
You can make it over to him.
Oh, well, I mean, my thorn whip goes 30 feet.
Oh, sure. Yeah, you could just basically step up like 5-10 feet and be within range to do that.
Okay.
So maybe like two squares. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Yours. Okay. Thorn whip type.
I keep having that moment too. I keep reaching for my dice and I'm just like,
I'm gonna get lucky here.
How do you, and what is, are you? Are you though?
I forgot your lucky pull reset because we rested.
Yeah, dead.
You missed. You done missed, kid. And guess what? It's his turn.
Fuck.
Okay. He is going to now, he threw down his short bow, but he's seen all of his compatriots fall now, so it's kind of like, this is do or die. Goblins are dumb. He still thinks he can probably at least maybe take down one of you, so he's going to move up
No, thanks.
to Captain Thornwhip, as we like to call him, and take a slash with this scimitar that he's holding in his hands. Whew, I'm rolling rocks here, boys. This is a 22 to hit.
I'm gonna tell you to use my luck again.
All right, so
I don't get hit by that.
that'll give me a disadvantage.
No, you just have to roll it again.
So I just roll it again, take whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a 19 to hit. I rolled a 15 and an 18.
This is karma for taking lucky, I think.
oh my
Guess
god.
so.
That hits.
Yeah, that hits.
You take an astonishing 3 points of damage.
Ooh.
Life. Bitch, I'm gonna kill you.
I doubt it, cause guess who's up next? The Goblin Slayer himself, Arlen Doran.
Let's go.
In this corner, the Half Elf Paladin is just looking to make a quick buck. Arlen Doran.
Oh, hey.
26. Let me just check my character sheet. Yep, sure hits.
That's also a crit.
Oh, it's a crit. Let's go. Let's confirm that crit. Crit confirmed. So we draw a critical card and see what happens to this poor, defenseless, helpless little goblin.
Excuse me.
Okay. This one's called Box the Ears. So you just take your warhammer and you hit him right upside the head, right on the ear, right on right in the temple. And you do normal damage, and the target is deafened for 1d4 hours. I don't think it's gonna matter. Let's roll damage.
Kill him.
Yeah.
It's dead. You smash it in the head. You can see its neck snap. You're like, wow, I bet you that's going to be deafened for 1d4 hours. And instead it just crumples to the floor. And just to save you guys, all these goblins, as the first goblins you killed, basically just have the same. They have their weapons, and they have some rations, and that's it. But you did it! You killed the goblins in this cave. Congratulations.
I don't think we're done yet.
No,
So yeah, the waterfall is right here. This is where the water is rushing into this cave, and you yeah, I want to roll from somebody or from all of you. Yeah, just give me a general like perception. Everybody roll a perception.
Nice.
You're like, we're in a cave. This sure is a cave. Okay, so
Is that 319s?
you, Azrael, Gamer Bardowin, you all know. Just you've kind of kept your bearings in this dungeon, and you're metagaming. So you're looking at the map, and you understand that this area to the south is the same area that you were in before when you made a mad escape from a rabid, ravenous wolf.
I feel like
can
I have a pretty
I
good
wanna-
sense of direction from that previous room. I hung out in there for a while.
can I collect a goblin arm or two?
A goblin arm?
Oh.
Sure. Yeah, now here you go. You have some goblin
How many-
arms.
How many can I grab?
I mean, there's 8 total goblin arms in this room right now.
Okay.
I bet we could go back.
You get to
Free the
fashion a goblin
puppies.
puppet. Hey, it's me. I'm a goblin.
Feed the puppies to go kill those fuckers, and then I'll give us bardic inspiration and we'll fuck them up.
I don't know if they would do that.
You don't think we could entice the puppies with treats along the way?
We told them we were going to feed them. We will feed them before we leave. I will make sure of that.
Right, but like,
Unleash the puppies!
do we want to make the puppies fight the goblins? They might die.
You just don't want to throw me. You don't want to unleash the puppies. Like,
Unleash the hounds.
I mean, we can unleash them if you want.
You know, I mean, my ideals are live and let live. So I think if they help us, but they get to do whatever the fuck they want.
I think we should sit down and rest for a minute.
I think we should heal.
He's like bleeding from the mouth.
Don't need to heal. Look, I'm fine. Bleeds all over the floor.
We should go back across the bridge.
Okay, so you're talking about going like back over to this click fish suit, click
Our way.
click faster over here.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like it would be an easy area to defend. We know that if they come across the bridge or if they go around the bottom, we'll be able to see either way while we're resting. Plus, if they come across the bridge, we can always cut it and they can fall down.
We don't know what's across that bridge, though.
Yes, Cunning Fox. You in the back.
Why are we resting?
because these guys are old and injured.
I mean, I has 3 hit
We're
points.
almost dead.
I think it's just a flesh wound.
This is why the gods invented healing spells.
I only have one more slot. I already used one.
Okay,
once.
I'm gonna use. Fine, I'll use one of mine. I'm gonna cast Good Berry.
Oh,
So
I like berries.
I, in my hand, suddenly have 10 berries. They're infused with magic for a duration. A creature can use its action to eat 1 berry. Eating a berry restores 1 hit point.
Yum, 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 yum. So you cast Goodberry Eye, and your hands are suddenly filled with how many? 10 good berries?
10.
And you look down and you realize that what fell out of your hat this morning was a single good berry.
Fuck yes. Oh shit! I have 11 of these bitches. Let's go.
You now have 11 good berries. And if for people in chat maybe don't know or new to D&D, what does a good berry do? What is it?
It's a purple berry that gives you a hit point.
Well, a single hit point.
A single hit point.
Yep. You eat a good berry,
So-
you get a hit point.
It also single-handedly ruins the economy.
No, because they vanish if you don't use them within a 24-hour period.
Yeah, they're only good
Right,
for
but if
24 hours.
But they feed you for that whole 24 hours.
Just wake up in the morning, cast a good berry
So,
all
yes,
day.
A druid can wake up in the
Eight
morning,
times
cast
a
good
day?
berries, feed an entire town, and then go take a nap.
There's a reason I'm a hermit, okay? It's because I got nothing
This
to
makes
do.
so much sense.
Never siege someone with good berry. They'll just eat.
So you guys are in this dark, dank cave. There's a big crashing waterfall next to you, and you're just having a little berry snack.
Just nomming on some.
So you just dishing these
So-
out.
Yeah, let's see. We should get. So let's give.
We have 11.
Yes.
Yeah, we have 11. I'm trying to figure out. So we're missing a total of 4, 5.
8. The party's still going to be down 8 hit points,
Okay.
just depending on how you spread these berries out.
Alright, you give me one good berry, and I'll take care of the rest of myself.
Okay. You can have. Why don't you take 2? Flora takes 4. And I'll take whatever's left.
Then
So-
I'll lay on hands myself for 4.
Okay. Arlen is full health.
So that's 2 and 4, 6. So I have 5 left. I got 8.
I even have a point left to revive someone.
Okay.
Um,
So we healed up. We all had a little light snack. Here we are.
All right. No
I think we
resting.
got this.
Cool.
So
I'm not going to be in front this time.
let's talk about releasing the puppies.
Okay.
That always sounds like a good idea.
At the very minimum,
Okay. First off, let's fucking flood this shit one more time so that this can't be used on us, even if it's a half flood.
Sure, yeah. So you can like open up the dams and just let the water flow freely. It's no longer pooling in these reservoirs. It's just take a few. It's easy to figure out the rigging, and you are able to lift the dam, and it creates like a small wave through because they weren't quite full yet. But now it's not even gathering water in these reservoirs. It's just flowing freely down the stream.
That's a real 5-head move.
+1.
There's no way they can do it twice.
I assumed it would take longer to fill up the reservoirs. I knew this is how they did it, too.
There's 2 of them. They were smart. Okay. I'm down with going to feed the puppies now. All of the
What
goblin
about
arms
releasing
and-
the puppies?
I mean, again, if they want to help us, they can.
I guess you
But
could
I'm
just
gonna have
talk
to-
to them.
I'm gonna have to use
Ooh.
my other spell slot to do that.
Trying to convince the dogs to come up here will take a druid spell slot. And then still might not work.
Yeah, not worth it.
But think of the tales we could tell.
You're a bard, just lie.
I'm doing it for
Say
the
we
song.
did it.
And then we released the dogs, and they killed all the bosses.
Dogs out.
Toss some meat to your puppies.
Just write that you did it anyways. That's the best part.
System.
So just waterfall, thundering
Well,
waterfall in here.
We'll go. I don't know. Dogs aren't gonna come with us. I'd rather have a spell slot for hitting shit than waste it, possibly not getting the puppies to help us. They're only gonna follow their alpha, so. Also, live and let live. Fuck off. I'm not doing it.
Aw.
Poor GH.
You
we
would
won't-
throw me. We
we
can't
won't
release the
throw.
dogs.
What will you guys do?
If it makes you feel better, I can throw you into that room.
Please no.
You want her to be thrown.
But
You
it's
can have
similar if it's like onto a bridge to go kick ass, you know?
you could have
So,
Thunderwave.
I cast this Goodberry. There was 11, and she looked down and was like, and then she reached into her pocket and pulled out another Goodberry. It seemed surprised by. Is anybody else in the party like, well, where'd you get that other Goodberry from? No, nobody cares. All right, fine.
They're constantly high. I assume it's just.
Okay, fair. That's fair. Totally
for
fair.
later.
I can't count at
Totally
this
fair.
point. Like,
I don't know how many berries.
how many
Goodberry
puppies
makes.
were there? I don't know.
Okay, if a druid casts a Goodberry and eats 4 Goodberries and then gives a Goodberry.
Too much.
What are we doing here, adventurers?
Let's press forward.
Listen, let's go.
We're gonna.
Okay,
Take a
I'm
peek.
following. As I said, I'm not going first. We'll follow whoever.
I will continue to take our problems.
I will begin composing my Who Let the Dogs Out song. So I've never done Bardic Inspiration.
Okay.
I don't know if we're gonna be ending here or if we're gonna actually go into this room and kick some butt, but
I will say, if you guys are intending to enter this room, we will resolve this, and then that'll be the end of the stream, if that's okay with everybody.
Works for me.
Okay.
and then 2, it's supposed to last like 10 minutes. And what do I like? Is it something I have to roll for, or is it
No,
just like a spell?
You
you
just
just
spin. I think
gotta-
it's your bonus action.
Oh, it's my bonus action. Okay.
I'm pretty sure. And whoever you give it to gets to roll a d4 with whatever skill or
A
attack they want to do.
D6.
No, it's d6. Yeah, and that's just how it works. You can't hold 2, but you can just give them out on your turn as you need to.
Okay. I can only do it twice though, because I only have a charisma modifier of 2. So.
Okay.
that's equal to
So are you doing this? Are you able to do this then, or is that what you want to do before you enter this room, or is that?
I like to do that before we enter this room because I've seen what's in this room. I have
Okay.
a pretty good idea
And how
from being in that other one.
and how long does it last? Is it
10 minutes.
It's 10 minutes. Okay, great.
So we're gonna scoot.
Okay. Righty. We're gonna do this. Okay. All right. So who's in first? We got kind of this marching order, right? We're in this. Yeah. So Arlen's heading in there. Give me a perception check.
Me?
No, Arlen. Sorry.
Oh.
Hey.
23. Right. So yeah, you head into the room here, and I and Gamer Bardwin have been in this room before, and the room looks exactly as it did before. Bacon Bits, thank you so much for that host, dude. The room looks exactly as it did before, but it's empty. There's nobody here.
Oh fuck!
Uh-oh.
I shouldn't. Oh fuck! Oh, I shouldn't have tried to prepare.
So you.
Let's run the other way then, real quick.
Oh, they went down the chute.
So as
The
you're.
rope's still there.
You're kind of like you've entered the room.
rope's still there.
He's like, no, I don't.
Promise,
I'm not there.
Guys in here.
Yeah, you
There's guys in here.
you walk in. And you kind of get to the fire. Oh, I'm sorry, Nigmir. Thank you, dude. Yeah, there you go. So you've entered the room here. It's you don't see anything. You come up to the fire, and you see the kind of supplies in the back of the room that you saw before, and obviously the fire, and you know that to the west here is Oops. You know, the west here is where that little natural chimney was that you climbed up before. And as you're kind of checking out this fire area, you suddenly hear,
Clog will eat your bones.
and suddenly you are set upon, because they knew you were coming. Clark.
It wasn't a waste.
Okay, so you failed the perception check. They rolled a very high stealth. Everybody in this room was stealthed, and so we're gonna roll for initiative. But every enemy is gonna get a surprise attack on our adventurers. My friends, for the last time tonight, please roll for initiative.
This might be a little bad.
Whoo, Mini Bubba, really rocking and rolling there, my dude.
I'm gonna go last.
Oof.
Okay, it's gonna be GH.
Okay.
Well, it was nice
Well,
knowing you guys.
I need to roll for these guys.
Yeah. Old
Okay.
man might be the first one to go.
Okay, so these guys are gonna have a turn, and none of you guys can take action. None of your passive perception was as high as their stealth check, and Cunning Fox's perception check did not beat their stealth. You missed by 1 to actually see them in here.
I couldn't have done much better.
So you heard this booming voice came from the bugbear, who's hiding behind the stalagmite right here, and he just told you that his name was Clark. Clark is gonna eat your bones, and his buddy, his wolf here, is next to him, his pet wolf, and then you see the 2 goblins in the supply crates down here. So we're gonna have Clark go first in the surprise round because he's the one who jumped out and said, get some. So he sees Arlen walk in here, right? Kind of cock of the walk. He's kind of one-shotting these goblins. So he's gonna step around here. He sees you as the leader. You lead these adventurers. He steps up to you, and he is wielding a huge morning star. So he pulls out this big morning star, and he's taking a swing at Arlen. Woo! That is a 6 to hit.
All right, no.
All right, so he missed. And his wolf follows,
Oh, shit.
and he says, Ripper attack! This wolf's name is Ripper. Which is important because this is a named character, so if Ripper crits...
I was just gonna ask if that made the wolf count.
Yes, it does indeed. He's a named wolf. This is Clark's wolf, Ripper. Alrighty. Da-da-da-da-da. It's wolf time. Alright. And he's gonna step up to bite you. And this wolf has a ability called Pack Tactics. The wolf has advantage on an attack roll against a creature if at least one of the wolf's allies was within 5 feet. Which he's standing right next to Clark, so I'm going to roll this with advantage. It doesn't matter because I just rolled, my friends, a natural 20 critical threat.
Uh-oh.
And that is a 21 to confirm.
Yeah.
Ripper just confirmed his critical threat. This is piercing damage from his bite. So Ripper comes up, Clark comes up, misses with this giant morning star. Ripper, get him! Ripper comes out, attacks Cunning Fox, attacks Arlen Doran, crits, and he bites you. Ripper jumps up and he bites you right in your face.
Oh.
You take normal damage plus a 1d4 bleed and you have a 50% spell failure chance for verbal spells until you're healed. So if you have anything
I'm not
that
a caster yet.
yeah, if you had anything, if you had anything that required you to say a code word or something like that,
Safe word.
a safe word.
I have a 50% chance of failing to get out of that bad situation.
Oh, jeez.
Alrighty, this is
Just gonna be unpleasant.
6 damage from the bite, and then you take 3 bleed damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, that mapped it. Wait, you said 6 from the bite and 4 and 3 from the bleed.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Ripper just confirmed a crit on your paladin.
Ow.
Okay. This goblin, he's hiding in supply crates. He comes out here. He's got his short bow drawn, and he says, "Wait a minute. That's the halfling that was in the garbage chute." Sees Gamer Bardoin in the back. "You'll make a fine meal." Fires the crossbow. If I can find my d20 at Gamer Bardoin. That is a... Guys, that is a 20 to hit.
What?
What?
No.
What's this garbage?
Garbage. It's a bunch of garbage.
What a bunch of
What a bunch of garbage.
Throw him down the chute.
Alright, how much damage?
And you take max damage, 8 points of damage.
What? Oh man.
God.
The only thing that will make me feel better is this new song I'm writing.
No, she would have had to have an action in order to do that.
Is it about the afterlife?
Okay. This goblin steps up. Wait a minute, that's that crazy druid that was up here. I wouldn't know. That crazy human that was up with that halfling. Knocks their short bow and shoots at I. That is a 13 hit.
Sure.
13 against your AC?
13 hits you?
Yeah.
Are you naked?
Well,
Are you naked?
you don't remember that I rolled like 2s?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Mini rolled real bad here. That is max damage again, 8 damage. Okay. It has been all their turn. Guys, you gotta kill these guys.
Oh wait, I'm down.
For 8?
Yeah, I had 8.
Oh
We
no.
didn't rest.
Oh no. TPK.
If we short rested, they would have just run out and done this.
The waterfall was so loud that they actually couldn't hear you.
Fuck.
Alright. Can everybody remind me of what your initiative was? I'm gonna let you guys all take your turn before their next round.
3.
So you'll go
13.
8.
Okay.
18.
Okay, so Bard first, then Paladin, then Monk, then Druid's down. You're at 0, right? Exactly?
Yeah.
Alright, so you're unconscious but not dying.
Unconscious but not dying. Do you want to move the map over just a tad? For
Negamir is unhappy.
Yeah, this is like the best I can do.
oh, okay.
Yep.
I did
when
move
you
it
go-
already.
I thought that when you go unconscious, you start to make death saving throws.
I'm gonna say that you don't have to make a death saving throw if you are unconscious at exactly 0. I think that you're unconscious at 0, but you're not dying. I'm not gonna make you make a death save.
Somebody throw water on me.
Why can't I move this? Oh well.
So, when do I go first?
Yes, you go first.
Okay. I would like to use my last spell slot to
Okay.
heal. Let's see.
We healing, boys.
But don't worry, I'll sing you a song while I heal you. I got it.
I'm gonna move this goblin up so that we can see him on stream.
Is it +2? Yeah, +2. Alright, while I heal you, I sing, and it's Clarg, right?
Clark, yes.
Yeah, okay. Clark's wolf's name is Ripper. Get rolled away in a zipper. He's got big claws that bite. With all of his might, he'll leave you with quite a limper.
True words never spoken. Just kill them, Farhad.
So I healed you for 5.
Okay, and that was your turn?
Like
They can still vicious mockery something.
Heal
I
me for
think.
5.
As a move action?
Healing word is a bonus.
Okay.
Wait, so you healed me to 5, Emer, Bardawin?
That's the benefit of healing word over cure, because it's a bonus, so you can still do other stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
I'd also, I guess, for the rest of my turn, kind of try and hide behind somebody.
Sure. Cunning Fox mentioned that you could still vicious mockery.
Yeah.
Or shoot.
I have no more spell slot. Oh,
That's
wait.
vicious mockery is a cantrip.
Okay. Well, that song I just sang was also
Yeah.
what it sounded like when I cast Vicious Mockery on Ripper.
On
the
Ripper?
wolf.
Okay, so do I have to make a saving throw?
Yeah, I believe it's wisdom. I could pull
Oh, these wolves are real dumb. Wolves are big dumb. Maybe not. Wisdom is kind of okay, actually. This is
They're big dumb. They're not big.
What's the DC?
I always forget. Cunning, you're smart at this. What is?
I don't remember the formula.
Damn it. I usually write it down.
I think it's 8 plus proficiency plus charisma.
That
Who
sounds
did you
right.
give- Who did you
Plus-
give the inspiration to as well?
Everyone but you, actually.
Bork.
So it's 8 plus proficiency plus.
So it
my
should be 10 plus your
spellcasting
charisma.
modifier.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 12.
DC is 12.
I think so.
He passed.
Damn it.
Arlen, you are up next. Let me just quickly time out here. We talked about Eyes Trinket. It's this sleeping cap. I found like a weird good berry underneath it. Can you tell me, because you also rolled for a trinket?
Mine was 2 toy soldiers, one of them missing their head.
And how'd you come? Do you know how you came about this, or?
I found them in a destroyed village.
Okay, so Ripper walked up to you and critted you in the face, bit you. He took away more than half of your hit points, and you keep this. It's small. This toy soldier set. It's one with its head chopped off, one with it's just the body. These like toy, and you keep it sort of in your breastplate, like behind your breastplate in a pocket there. And when Ripper bit you, you could feel. The best way to describe it is like this icy hot pulsing from that place on your chest, and you are filled with like a courage, and you gain 4 temporary hit points.
Sweet.
That's awesome.
And it's your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna try to hit the bugbear.
Okay.
And I will. Do I have to declare the bardic inspiration before I roll?
Like you want to roll with inspiration?
With the bonus d6.
Yeah, if you're gonna roll with inspiration at all, you got to let me know before. It's not just like, oh, my roll was crappy, I'm gonna roll again.
I don't.
1d6.
So yeah. And the bonus to hit was 17.
Aww.
17 against Clark. Hits.
All right.
God.
9 damage.
9 damage. You hit him with your warhammer. And
I couldn't. Yeah, I couldn't remember the command to add it at once. So I just.
Okay. He didn't like it. Did not like. And do you want to stand your ground or?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'm gonna just hold my ground.
Okay.
Try to separate the squishies from the.
Okay. I forgot to add. Who's gonna go after Azrael? Azrael, you're up. You're relatively unscathed from this combat. Nobody kind of went for the old man here.
Good thing. I would like to make it around to the other side of this guy.
Okay.
I don't know if that provokes an attack of opportunity.
He's pretty involved with Arlen right now, so we'll say that he's too distracted to take his attack of opportunity here.
All right.
And you're gonna get in behind him. He just let you in behind. So are you gonna attack Clark?
I am.
Okay, so you can roll this with advantage.
All right. Ooh, good thing.
You miss!
Wow.
He still gets the punch.
Yeah,
So
you still have a
I'm gonna-
punch. And you can roll this with advantage as well. Oh, sorry, I didn't actually mean to dictate your movement there. What are you doing?
Does the Bardic Inspiration stack with the advantage?
Yes.
Yes.
And do you add it to both or just the first one?
You would add it to whatever one you took. I think.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
1d6. So.
Yeah. This case, maybe the advantage will fix it.
Come on, Vlor.
Full d6.
Hey.
23 hits!
So I don't have to use the inspiration, or do you want me to add that on there?
Well, you kind of said you were using it, so...
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't really matter. So I'll just mark off that I used it.
Okay.
All right, so damage.
Just punch him right in the small of the back.
For a crippling blow.
For 4 points of damage. I mean, you punched him,
Wow. Minimum
You punched him.
damage.
He's hurt. You can tell he's hurt. And he's right in the kidney. Fuck. Youch. Okay. You are recently deceased and recently back to life, and it is your turn.
Okay.
We're gonna need level 5 fast so we can start revivifying people.
I'm gonna make my way and kind of shimmy over here, and then so I have Thunderwave as a bonus action.
Thunder wave!
And I'm gonna angle it so that it's gonna hit the Wolfie and the Goblin, because I don't think it's gonna catch.
Tell me about Thunderwave.
So it's a 15-foot cube originating from me, and I'm gonna
A 15-foot cube.
Yeah.
You can
and it's gonna
absolutely
hit.
get all three.
Okay, without catching.
Yeah, the big thing is us.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, kind of where you are right now, you would definitely get Arlen. You could avoid Azrael, but you're definitely going to get Arlen.
Okay, I want to avoid getting Arlen.
Okay.
Do I need to move all the way up?
You would have to move by Ripper, and he would take an attack of opportunity if you tried to move by him.
What's the problem with Thunderwave?
Yeah.
It's a good spell, but you know. and a small corner it can be.
Can I angle it so that it's just not gonna hit the bugbear and just gonna hit the
Yes,
wolf and
sure.
The goblin?
Yeah, so from where you are, you could avoid Clark, avoid your teammate as well, and hit Ripper and this back goblin here.
I'm gonna do that, and I'll
Okay.
use my inspiration on it as well.
Okie doke.
You don't roll for Thunderwave.
Oh wait, I
No,
don't.
it's just auto damage, isn't it? Do I have a
It's a
save?
It's a save. It's a Constitution save. Never mind. I can't use my inspiration on it.
Okay. But I will tell you guys, and you guys can thank your buddy Chillnan, because he donated 500 bits earlier and he gave me disadvantage. And I'm going to use that disadvantage now on this saving throw for Thunderwave. What's the save?
That's a Constitution.
Con. Ripper failed. And the goblin,
Gotta be a 13.
sorry, I have a bunch of windows open here. And the goblin failed as well. Both failed.
Cool.
Woo! Your druid coming up huge here, guys. Okay, so what do I do?
So they're gonna be knocked back 10 feet.
Okay, so
Thunderwave.
Ripper's knocked back. Let's say he's back here. This goblin
They're
back
gonna
here.
take 4 damage because I rolled a 3 and a 1.
Each of them take 4 damage. Okay.
And then you can use a bonus action as an action, right?
Some things it'll have to specifically tell you can use it as a bonus action. Does it say like you can do this as a bonus action? You can. What are you trying to do?
Thunderwave is a bonus action.
Thunderwave was a bonus action.
Oh, okay.
Can I use a bonus action as an action?
Depends on the bonus action.
Yeah, what do you want to do?
Okay.
I think
I just wanted to do it again.
You want to Thunderwave again?
Oh, you can't do that though.
No.
Okay, that's fine.
Because you can only cast one real spell on a turn.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and then poison spray the goblin.
Does it come out of your nipples? It's like pepper spray. Ugh! Okay, so are you talking about poison spraying this guy back here?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a saving throw as well, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a Constitution saving throw again.
Failed. 7.
Okay. Is that really a fucking D12?
Oh my god!
Oh my god, why haven't I been doing this?
Oh yeah, it just insta kills anything that touches. Cool, huh?
Yeah, it just murders them.
But you know, it's
3 damage. You mace this guy in the face with your poison spray, and this goblin falls dead. Boom! That goblin's dead. Okay. That's your turn, right?
Yep.
Now it's Clark's turn. Clark.
Gonna be painful.
Uh-oh.
Okay, Clark. He's taking some damage. I mean, you guys have not done nothing to him. He is steps up. Correct me if I'm wrong, Arlen. You hit him. Did you hit him, and then Azrael hit him as well from the back? So you guys have both gotten a good swing in on him. Okay. Hang on. I'm sorry.
That is the fish suit loading noise.
It is, yeah. It's me reading stuff. Okay, Cunning Clark is going to step up to Arlen and attempt to grapple you.
Okay. Cool.
And that was a 13. And so well, you tell me. This guy's going to try to grapple you. You're going to try to like power out. You're going to try to nimbly step to the side. What is Arlen doing?
Definitely raw power, as dexterity is not my
Okay, so he's going to try to reach in and grapple you, and you're going to try to break it out. So that's going to be a strength athletics check against my 13.
Got an 8.
Clark grapples you. He has grappled you, and so he that is yeah, that's basically his full round motion. Is he's grappled with you. Come to my lair, will you? And he's got you in a grapple. So that's his move. This goblin out here sees the monk nimbly step behind Clark, and so he's going to knock another arrow in his short bow and attempt to shoot Azrael Nilo. That is an 11 to hit.
Oh, it's a miss.
He misses. Pew, 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 pew. The arrow ricochets around okay, and then he's gonna move over here. Ripper just got pushed all the way back, and he's gonna step kind of slightly to the side. He does not roll with advantage here because he is not going to be close enough to Clark in order to claim that bonus, but he's going to attempt to bite you. That is a 13 to hit.
Misses.
Misses in his bite. And round 3, Gamer Bardwin, you're up.
All right.
Clark has got Arlen in a grapple. He's holding him down. He just saw a goblin get poison sprayed in the face. He's dead. Ripper got Thunderwave knocked back into the supplies. What do you do? What do you do?
I'm torn. I mean, the simple thing would be to do damage, but they might do that. My other plan is dancing lights. I could probably blind some people and distract some people, but I don't think that's as helpful. So, I choose to shoot the goblin because I don't have to worry about missing
Okay.
much and hitting a friendly person. Oh, shit. No longer.
Loads a crossbow. Aims at the goblin. Miss.
Shit. You got this, guys. I believe in you.
Anyway, see ya!
I would like to reaffirm that I'm in a good place that is slightly less easy to hit.
Okay, yeah. Do you want, I mean, you can try to, you can
Just
use,
like,
you want to
like-
use eye as cover, or are you just kind of stepping back there?
Using my teammates as cover.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, so you're kind of obscuring yourself back there a little bit.
The halfling way.
Arlen, a bugbear
So,
is currently grappling you.
How does being grappled work in this edition?
You can attempt as your full round action to escape the grapple, and you must succeed. You have to succeed on a strength check against my strength check, basically.
Okay. Guess
Can
we'll
he
do
squash you?
that.
Okay.
Just let him keep hugging you.
I'd rather.
Just hug me,
Usually they think-
forehead.
Usually, then comes after being grappled. He starts punching you in the face until you stop moving. So we're gonna go with the breakout thing. I got a 17.
Cunning Fox with a 17. You break the grapple. Get out of his arms. And you're able to move now, but that was your action.
I'm gonna stay where I am.
Okay, stand your ground.
Thanks.
Azrael, you're up.
Alright.
Ripper came up behind you, but missed.
All right. So now that my buddy's not grappled anymore, I'm gonna take a swipe at this bugbear.
Okay. You're not going to do this with advantage because he kind of knows you're back there now. He's not that easy. If he was still grappled with cunning, you absolutely would get an advantage, but he's not. He broke the grapple. He's kind of more aware of what's happening around him right now.
Maybe.
16 hits.
All right.
AC 16.
Ooh. For 9 max damage.
Max damage. He's still standing. Still standing.
Wow.
He's in tough shape. He is not looking well.
So after hitting him with the staff, I spin around and do a kick on the wolf.
Just try to kick him. Try to knee him like in the jaw.
For a 15 to hit?
15 hits! Ripper.
Ooh.
Guys, your monk is carrying this fight. I'm just kidding. Your druid did awesome too. I mean, we got heals. We brought the druid back to life. Then I thunder waves and fucking outright kills a goblin. For 5 points of damage. Bork! Ripper's hurt. He's not dead.
I finally got to do something.
There we go. Okay, you want to move at all, or are you just gonna stay put?
No, I think I'm gonna stay there.
Okay, you're up. You just poisoned a goblin. Clark's looking in tough shape. Ripper's looking in rough shape. Goblin to the west side of the passage, untouched in this combat.
Yeah. Let's mosey on past these two. Just still here. I'm gonna use that poison spray. That's so OP.
Jesus Christ, the poison spray. Okay, what is my? It's my save against my con.
Yeah.
And who are you poison spraying?
That goblin that hasn't been touched.
The untouched goblin. Okay.
Just because I missed. Just me.
That is a
13.
15. So he's saved. Do I take half damage or anything, or nothing?
It's a cantrip.
Yeah, I think.
All the cantrips with saver suck.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that goblin's saved. It is not poisoned. This goblin's
Okay.
he's wily.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take my bonus action and grab the tastiest looking goblin arm and chuck it into the corner next to the wolf.
Okay.
Over everybody's head.
So ooh, what would that be? What would that be?
A ranged attack of the square.
Well, you're trying to distract him, clearly.
I'm just trying to distract him, yeah.
And maybe okay, so as you're doing it, maybe you're like, go get it, boy, right? So could you make like a persuasion check?
Sure.
Fetch.
Hey boy. Fetch.
What are these?
They just don't get the meta.
13.
I set it in my head as a DC 12, so you're able to throw the goblin arm here into the corner of the room, and Ripper goes over and grabs it. Okay, cool. Nice bonus action. Clark is up. You just broke the grapple. Ugh! He's still just staring you down. He knows you're the leader here, Connie. Like you led into this room. Now, you may not be the leader like spiritually, but he sees you as the foe that he has to best. The cards fall if you fall, and he heaves his huge morning star. He's pissed that you broke the grapple, and he takes a swing, and I'm guessing that a 11 misses you.
Yes.
And so misses. And he
escapes on a motorcycle.
Stays. And he hops on his hog and rides into the sunset. See you later, Clark. Okay, he steps back. He's hurt. Like, you've definitely done some damage to him. He's hurt, and so he's he's not exactly disengaging with you, but he's just takes a 5-foot step to back up. And so now Mr. Untouched Goblin sees you just tried to poison him. He's like, whoo, dodge it, Matrix style. The poison flies by his head, and he's gonna throw down his short bow and step. He's stepping up to eye as fuck. That's a 16 to hit.
That'll hit. Roll that again though.
Ooh, okay.
Using my last luck.
That's an 18 to hit. Oh, you take minimum damage. 3 points of damage.
Oh my god.
That's so like.
I'm still alive.
Still alive, still standing. Party's still standing. Ripper eating the goblin arm over in the corner, misses his turn. Gamer Bardoin.
Alright, let's shoot.
Relin, thank you so much for the host, dude.
Alright, let's see if I have any better luck this time.
Hey.
17. Who are you hitting?
The goblin.
The goblin that stepped up to I. 17 hits.
Alright.
Quick, don't give it a name. It'll make it stronger.
He screams out, "Oh, by the way, my name is Steve! Now I get a crit card!"
And then, do I modify that? I don't think so, right?
You add your dex to it.
Oh! 6!
So you did 9 points of damage?
No.
No, that's with the added 3.
3.
So you did 3 points of damage.
No.
Plus 3. Sorry.
So you
I'm
did
sorry,
6
I didn't add my
points of
modifier.
damage.
6,
Yeah.
that's why I said 6.
Hits him right in the neck. He's bleeding, but he's still standing. Arlen, you're up. Clark has been done nothing but miss you.
It's time to not return the favor. Fuck.
13 against Clark, I'm assuming, misses.
Yeah.
Shunk. That's it. You're just like, yeah, I tried.
That's it, yeah.
I tried, can't. Azrael, you're up. Azrael doing work this fight.
I'm going to use my actual inspiration now
Okay.
to do advantage.
Okay.
So that was a 15 or...
And who are you attacking?
23. The bugbear.
It's a good thing you use your advantage because a 15 misses, but a 23 hits.
All right.
Nice.
Five points of damage.
Clark had 5 hit points. And he's dead! You killed Clark! Clark falls. Thunk! Quarterstaff. Down. Clark. Dead. Ripper. Alright, you have some movement you could use. You have another action you could use.
Would I have enough movement to get over to the goblin?
Yes. Yep.
See, this is why Ripper got the song, not Clark.
So we will try and punch this guy.
Punching goblins.
$23 to hit.
Believe it or not, 23 hits. And I'm not even going to have you roll the damage because whatever you do to this goblin, he had 1 HP and he is now dead. Boom! Clark dead. Boom! Goblin dead.
Get touched.
And that's it.
I as fuck.
Not untouched.
I as fuck 2 HP.
Get
All that's left is Ripper in the corner. He just finished his goblin arm. Looks over at you, Sal, saliva dripping down his mouth.
Well, I can't talk to him, so. Sorry, puppy. It's time to do a thorn whip.
Oh, it's Thorn Whip time, baby!
Uh,
22 hits. Roll that damage, baby. 4 points of damage, and you have killed Ripper. You have ended the fight. Everybody in this room is dead. Your party's worse for wear, but you have succeeded. You've killed Clark, who you just know the way he was. He was this leader of this Cragmaw hideout, and you've just murdered him. And we will see you guys in 2 weeks. Thank you guys so much. Thanks for going a little late with me, guys. I just really wanted to finish that fight. And so you killed Clark, you killed Ripper, you killed these 2 goblins, and all of you just feel this power coursing through you as you all level up to level 2. And we will see you at level 2 in 2 weeks.